Red cups and sweaty bodies everywhere, hands in the air like we don't care. 'Cause we came to have so much fun now, but somebody here might get some now. And if you ain't ready to go home, can I get a hell no? 'Cause we gonna go all night till we see satellite, alright. So la-da-di-da-di, we like to party, dancing with Miley, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who bow the light? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, it's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want. See my homegirls here with the big bar, shaking it like we at a strip club. Remember, only God can judge you. Forget the haters, 'cause Scott Bradley loves ya. And everyone in line for the bathroom, trying to get out of line in a bathroom. We are so turned up, yeah, yeah. So la-da-di-da-di, we like to party, dancing with Miley, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who vow that life? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, it's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want. It's our party, we can do what we want to. It's our house, we can love who we want to. Love who we want. Song we can sing if we want. It's my mouth, I can say what I want to. Yeah, 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 yeah. And we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who bow the light? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, yeah. It's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want. clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, loneliness goes. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. I've been in love and lost my senses, spinning through the town. Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I wind up feeling down. I need a man to take a chance on a love that burns not enough to last. So when the night falls, my lonely heart goes. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns not enough to last. When the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? With somebody who loves me.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Regular Exclusive Blend. Please welcome to the stage the cast of Regular Exclusive Blend.
Lovely weather. We're very happy to have all of you, as well as all of you who are watching from home, all dry and cozy under a blanket. This is Regular Exclusive Blend. This is the show that has 3 regular players who are here all the time, and then some exclusive guests. And I'm very pleased about our exclusive guests tonight. We have, first of all, the amazing Sarah Lovelady. And we have an old friend, Jerry Rawati from San Francisco. Now, as far as your regular players, I am Andy, that is Ford, and that is Jesse's leg. There's the rest of him. So folks, this is long-form improvisation. This is how it's going to work. We're going to get a single suggestion from you. That suggestion is going to inspire us into a 45 to 50-ish minute creation. We don't know what it'll be. We don't know what form it'll take, but we're all going to find out together. With all that in mind, I'm going to hand it over to Ford to get a suggestion.
Awesome. Thanks, Andy. All right, so to get started, like Andy said, we just need one word. So the way we like to get our suggestions here at Regular Exclusive Blend is I'm going to say a word to all of you in the audience and all of you tuning in on the virtual systems there in the internet land. And based on the word I say to you, I want you to shout the first word that it maybe makes you think of, and we'll grab one of those words from here in the physical space and then one from computer space, and we'll mash them together, and that will be our suggestion to get the show started. So let's just do a quick practice. I'm going to go ahead and say a word and then just shout out what first comes into your head. The word is red.
Rain. Fire.
Rain. Apple. Fire.
Boom. Awesome. Amazing. Perfect. Wonderful. Great. We're warmed up. So here's, now that we've done that.
Red rain. Red rain.
Yeah.
What's red
I
rain?
don't know.
Yeah.
It's like the next generation of Purple Rain.
Oh, sweet. Got it.
Slightly,
Yeah.
slightly less dark.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so the word I'd like you all to kind of give a suggestion based on is the word slice.
Pie, pizza, toast. Sharp.
Nice. Lovely. Ooh, excellent. Cool. Okay. Good. Great. Yes. Lovely. Good. Okay. That's good. Let's let these hover in the air. These are nice. I've heard all kinds of wonderful ones.
Y'all remember that soda slice? It was like the Sprite alternative. Anyway, that's just kidding.
You know.
So, Jerry, Sarah, since you are two exclusive guests, was there a word that in the physical space that maybe popped into either one of your heads that you're like, ooh, I like that one?
You first, Jerry.
I distinctly heard toast.
Toast. Okay, so we got toast there, and then Jesse, what did we get on the computers?
Let's see. I don't know if it's cheating that the online suggestions we're getting are from someone that is actually in the building as well.
Look at that dark, shadowy figure in the corner over there.
So we've got skin, forestry, pudding, cobbler. That's what we got.
Skin forestry pudding cobbler. Or another one from the room, since we're all in the space today. Either.
So we've got toast.
Toast.
I liked board from the room, and I like skin from
Oh man.
the internet.
Toast, board, and skin.
So, well, we don't have to do all three. I'm giving you a choice.
Okay, so let's do toast and skin, and then like board's like a little word underneath it. So like the title is like toast, skin, and then board. Got it. Yes. Awesome. Thank you all so much for that suggestion. And now here we go with toast, skin, board.
I'm gonna need the milk in about 5 minutes. Father will wake up and we'll need the milk.
Lance, don't rush me. My hands are still real cold. I'm going as quickly as I can.
Gabriel, Father had a disappointing night last night. I could tell the way he slammed his truck door when he came back from the casino. I think he'll be in a foul mood today.
I could tell too the way he stomped up the stairs and kicked that last one and swore.
Yes.
Come on. Lena,
Come on,
give me
Lena.
that milk.
Lena, your nipples have been dry for so long now.
I'm trying all the different styles. Nothing's working.
Oh, if Father doesn't have his morning glass of milk, I think that's going to take him over the edge, Gabriel.
Oh, Lance, promise me something.
Yes,
If
yes,
he
Gabriel.
goes over the edge. Oh, good morning, Father.
Father, I'm making you some eggs. They're not quite done yet, but should be done.
Start over.
Yes, Father, of course. Yes, I could tell that those were badly made.
You know Lena don't like that.
Yes, sir. I was just getting onto the part that she likes.
I'm sorry, you driving Lena like a goddamn train? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I'm just doing.
What the fuck are we
I'm just
doing?
doing what she likes, sir. Please don't put me out in the bucket.
Father, Gabriel is trying very hard.
Is he trying very hard?
Maybe he could try harder.
Yeah. Amen. It's like splitting them fucking queens all over again, I swear to God.
I'm sorry, Lena. I'm sorry. I got scared.
Oh, look at her. She's trembling.
Her
nipples are going inverted.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lena, it's all right, dear. It's all right. Daddy loves you.
I'm sorry.
I'm just waiting for my apricot scrub to harden.
It never hardens. I've been here lots of times.
I'm Jerome.
I know. I'm Carly.
I paid extra to be beat with palm fronds in an hour.
Wow. You did the whole shebang.
Yes.
Wow.
Called Kissed by Wind. I selected Maelstrom level. That's 5 palm fronds.
I couldn't afford all that. I just got the drizzle.
Oh.
I'm still waiting for the drizzle.
All right. Are we ready for our drizzle?
Oh, are you doing it too?
Oh, well, I'm going to be administering your drizzle. I'm going to be the one drizzling.
Oh, okay. It's just when you said we, it made it sound like you were doing it with me. It was confusing.
I like to use we. I feel like it softens the whole sort of pronoun activity of things.
The maelstrom has arrived!
Oh, I didn't want a maelstrom.
Oh, you will be caught in the aftershock of the maelstrom.
Oh.
Your drizzle will become an extra fall of rain from the heavens.
Oh.
Butch, I think there's been a little bit of a scheduling mix-up. I don't think doing a maelstrom at the same time as a drizzle is really recommended.
So should I put my robe back on?
Keep your robe off.
Oh.
This flesh is mine now.
Butch, it's just that...
I have sensory issues, and the maelstrom is really going to mess with my whole physiology.
Are you ready for your first frond?
Oh, okay, he don't care.
Listen, I'm going to try to administer the drizzle while it's going on, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so just close your eyes, and I want you to imagine...
This tree died a noble death for you. I wrestled it to the ground, stripped all of its fronds.
You're on the hills of Ireland. There's a thick fog. Close your eyes, dear. Close your eyes. I'm going to begin the drizzle. Oh, that got on me.
Oh, you poured it on me!
I'm so sorry.
That was not a drizzle!
Oh, I'm so sorry. This, you know what? I'm going to be a human shield for you. I'm going to protect you from the drizzle, or from the maelstrom.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we are.
We're in the eye of the storm right now.
There you are. There. Yes, you're encountering a lovely flock of sheep on these hills in Ireland. Listen to them. Ba, ba. Yes.
This coal has been on the fire of that tree for the last 2 hours. Do you recognize this coal? Do you recognize its power?
I do.
Do you know what it can do to flesh?
Burn.
Yes.
A gentle breeze.
You know, I wish the seats weren't quite so close together. I mean, there's like a lot of room here, but they're bolted to the floor and they're like 5 millimeters apart.
Ma'am, we are a small organization.
Well, this is the first time we've ever had a board retreat out here in the woods, so
I'm looking forward to see all your feedback pages and suggestions for next year, but
I've got the minutes, Tony. I've got the minutes.
oh, wonderful, Luke. Thank you.
And are we doing contests for best camp counselor?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Everything is worth an award, and that means everything is worth doing if you want to win this board's retreat this year.
Tony, I noticed that there was only that chair and this chair. I didn't know if I should even bring this chair out.
What does your heart tell you, Ben?
Oh boy.
This could be a chance to get some points.
Hold on, I can go back in the minutes and last time when we talked about chairs.
So
Hold on.
once you find it, Luke, don't read it out loud. Just remember, you can get points too. Maybe just mime it to Ben, and maybe Ben can guess.
What can I do? Can I do something?
Sheila.
Oh.
Oh, some great mime work over here from Luke.
Oh, he's saying no.
That's right. Let me get out my knife here. I'll just carve a little etch in this tree. That's 1 point for S for Sheila. Great. We're off to a great start.
Oh, that seems a little I don't know, like harmful to the trees.
Oh,
Sort of like
your
an outdoor,
point's gonna go away
outdoor
now.
camp. Well,
Back to square one there, Sheila.
I mean, you know what our
We're having fun at this retreat.
you know what our motto is like get outside and save the trees. So
That's right. So I'm going to go ahead and give you that point back. You're right. That is exactly right. That is our motto. Terrific. Terrific. Figure out to do with that chair yet, Ben?
I've been listening to my heart.
That's good. What does it say?
It says that
Ooh.
for
Ooh.
reasons of
Ooh.
equity,
Yes.
only you, Tony, the CEO,
That's me.
should have a chair, and this chair should be left for Mother Nature to sit in.
Good job, Ben. I'm proud of you. That's terrific. 1 point for Ben.
Tony, I'd like to deduct a future point I might earn in that because I printed out all the minutes.
Oh, Luke. And
Single-sided.
they are, yep, that's right. I'll go ahead and just have an empty spot.
oh, it's double spaced too.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we're gonna go ahead and have to do one of these.
Oh.
Luke, go ahead and put those papers down. This is now your retreat uniform. This one leaf. Thank you for being on. This game isn't. These retreats aren't fun unless we adhere to the rules. So
okay,
this is
but
amazing.
Can I say something?
Sheila, yes, go ahead.
Because you said this retreat, we were supposed to be honest, right? Like we're just supposed to say what we actually think. And
Absolutely.
I was super excited because I want a culture of honesty
Yes.
and openness
Yes.
where we can say what we really feel.
Yes.
Not be afraid of being chastised.
Yes, your underwear has to come off too, Luke. Yes, absolutely, Sheila. That's why we're here in the woods.
I just feel like this is a punishment that's humiliating. It doesn't build team spirit. It doesn't build confidence. It makes us scared and not want to be here. Right?
I hear you. I hear you.
Right?
Oh, I get it. I'm totally picking it up. Because Luke is the only one without clothes on. He's being ostracized. That's all right.
Oh.
Everybody take your clothes off. Everybody take your clothes off. Sheila's right. Equality.
This is just inappropriate.
I'm going to get you. I'm
Oh,
going
no.
to give you another point here. That's terrific.
Oh, not in the tree. Not in the tree. No.
Tony, do I get a leaf at least?
I don't know. Luke put himself out there and I'm giving you a point, Luke. That was terrific. That's what we want. We want to share our feelings and our wardrobe in this case.
Well, Sheila, that doesn't. Here, you can have a half of my half.
Oh. Well.
Sir,
Thank
sir,
you. Oh.
may I return from my exile to the brook?
Pablo, until you come back with 2 fish, you're staying in the brook, buddy.
But Tony.
You're brook bound.
Tony, how's he gonna catch fish when you tied his arms behind his back? I'm just asking.
Sheila, there's a saying.
Teach a man to fish. He'll eat for days. Make a man fish without his arms. He'll become your next CEO. So this is avocado toast?
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
It's good. Good.
I heard about it. You know, people say you come to California, you got to try the avocado toast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's good. I like it.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Some salt on there.
No, we didn't put any salt.
Oh, there's
on
no salt on there?
No,
Tastes salty.
It's the natural saltiness of the avocado.
Is that right?
The avocado.
The avocado has
The avocado.
I'm sorry?
The avocado.
Yeah, the avocado.
No. The avocado.
The avocado.
I'm sorry. You're new to California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
El pie es venenoso. I don't think he was speaking English.
No, he doesn't. He lounges.
All right.
In the corner of our establishment. Bruce, there's no easy way to put it. Shames gringos.
Am I a gringo?
Avocado.
Avocado.
Yeah, you are.
Gosh, I had heard that California was just a, super laid back, accepting kind of place.
Well, we are. And then we're really not.
Hello, sir.
Oh, hello there.
Welcome to our establishment.
Oh, thank you very much. That's a lovely pantsuit you're wearing.
Why, thank you. I'm the chef
Oh, you cook in a
and
pantsuit.
the proprietor. We
Oh.
do both. How are you enjoying the avocado?
I'm loving it. I never in my life thought I'm gonna make some toast. I'm gonna spread some avocado on it.
Well, you didn't have to, did you? Someone else thought of it.
Yeah, yes.
Actually, many people have thought of it.
It's a great idea. Avocado and toast go well together.
Yeah, so this is a little uncomfortable, and I hope you won't, associate this negative experience with our establishment. But there is a police officer outside who said that he needs to speak with you about a pressing matter.
Me?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what he possibly had to speak to me about.
It's not our business.
Yeah.
I'll go speak to him.
Apparently, it's a pretty horrific crime. Not that it's my business.
I mean, I'm just on vacation,
I'm sure you are.
I'm
I'm sure it's just a big mix-up.
I'm gonna go see Coit Tower later, and
Where are you from?
well, I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah, I thought so. They only put out-of-staters here in the trunk tank.
Funny, they didn't take the toast. They let me keep the toast.
Welcome to California.
I paid $15 for that toast.
I'll put it in a locker. You can have it when you get out.
It's gonna be moldy.
I mean, how long can they possibly keep? I didn't really do anything. The police officer, I spoke to him, and he said that I was going to be under arrest for mispronunciation.
Did they give you a hearing date?
No. What did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
I'm from Illinois, and I walked into a restaurant, and I asked them where their washroom was.
I got
No, you guys are still. All the chairs were over here. Oh, yeah, man. I got
I got soda in here too.
What'd you get in here for?
Yeah.
I asked if I could get a can of pop.
You know, I gotta say, I'm pretty sure this is not justice that's happening right now. All right, this right here, this is the opposite. This is an injustice. All right, we're all here serving the California economy by visiting, right?
Oh, like I haven't heard this before. I'm so bored.
That prison guard, she's got a bit of an attitude.
Yeah.
Very passive aggressive.
It's funny too because when I first met her when she was doing my prints, she seemed awfully nice.
That's because they filmed that part. There's cameras.
Oh, listen, fellas, I don't know about you, but where I come from, power of the group. You know what I'm saying? I think what we need to do here is, stage some kind of protest. Like a hunger strike or something like that.
Oh, you want to do a protest? I mean, there's signs in here. Protests are okay in California. We can look. They got signs.
Oh, look at that.
We can do that.
Oh, I like this one. Yeah, carbon neutral all the way. Yeah, that's good. I like it. It's got a ring to it.
I like mine because there's lots of colors and shapes.
Yeah, for some reason, mine don't want high-speed rail. I don't understand.
This one over here that just says slow down.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I can agree with that as well. Look, I think that we just need to start making enough ruckus that they understand that the people got some power, you know?
All right, Brooklyn, we can try it.
All right, I like it. I'm going to chant mine, you chant yours, and you chant yours. All right, here we are. Carbon neutral, carbon neutral, carbon neutral, carbon neutral, carbon neutral, carbon neutral,
Something about
carbon neutral.
Dr. Kroger, this experiment you've developed is absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
Now, you're sure they can't see us through this glass wall?
No.
No.
It studies the effect of 3 white guys who will protest about some things they know nothing about. Does it have an effect?
Right.
You know, fellas, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel real passionate about this whole carbon neutrality thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's disgusting. We basically use the remains of dinosaurs to power our cars. It's gross. It's like death-powered cars. I don't like it. Carbon neutral.
He clearly doesn't even understand the problem with carbon is that it contributes to the greenhouse gas blanket covering the planet, thus contributing to climate change and our inevitable death.
I think we should get rid of all carbon. We should just get rid of it.
I'm on board with that.
I don't need carbon.
I don't need it. It'd slow everybody down.
Yeah, we should get rid of carbon, and we want carbon gone.
Clean coal.
The world is doomed.
Is that the conclusion of this experiment, Dr.
That was just
Kroger?
my own personal opinion.
Oh, okay.
But wait here. It's phase 2. Now here's one of them's going to make it about themselves.
Oh, you've done this so many times. You're absolutely certain.
You know, my family, they set up our entire homestead working in mines.
Remarkable.
In the coal mine. So I'm kind of partial to carbon, because the coal mines that my pappy was in. So I don't know. How about we somewhere in the middle, carbon sometime.
I do have some ethical concerns with this experiment.
Professor Abernathy?
Well, how long are we going to keep them without food?
I was going to say until we'd address climate change, but I guess so forever.
Oh, yes, I'm not sure that that is in keeping with the ethical requirements of scientific research in a clinical setting.
Well, then we can give them cookies or something. We can.
Okay. I'll get that guard.
Great, wonderful.
I'm getting hungry.
Me too. It's the most activity besides playing my harmonica I've ever done in this. Oh, thank you.
Cookie.
Thank you.
Cookie?
Can I have a Hydrox?
No, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Oh.
But one of you got a better cookie than the others.
Oh, I'm going to turn on the other two of you so hard.
What? Must have been one of you guys. Mine looks really bad. Had a hair on it. A really big, long hair.
I want to see your cookie. Did you just put that in your mouth? Open your mouth. Let me see your cookie. Open your... Don't you swallow that cookie. Don't you... If that cookie goes down into your stomach, don't you let that cookie in you... Oh, what the hell is happening to you? Are you choking?
Are you sure we shouldn't intervene? It'll compromise the veracity of the experiment?
I'm enjoying it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just stand by like wilderness observers do.
Right, exactly. No one intervenes when that wolf eats that bunny rabbit.
That's right.
That white man will choke on that cookie and die.
Oh.
Mr. Duncan, I'm here selling candy bars for my 4th grade trip.
Are you?
Yeah. We're going to the refuel plant where they burn the garbage.
That sounds like quite an adventure.
My
You're
mom's right there, Mr. Duncan.
You're Regina Campbell's child.
Yes.
Sprang from her loins.
Mom, he's doing that loin thing again.
You're big enough and old enough to handle this on your own.
Mr. Duncan, we have 3 flavors.
What's your name, son?
Petey, sir.
Petey. Legally, your name is Petey?
Yes. I'm named after my grandfather, Petey.
So you're really Petey Jr.
That's Petey the second, but okay.
So tell me, Petey Campbell, how bad do you want to see the incineration of garbage?
Real bad, sir. We have 3 flavors. Peanut butter surprise, almond, and I can't believe it's not chocolate.
Petey,
the surprise is
mim-
peanut butter.
My mimosa needs refill. Come in. We'll talk about
Mom!
this.
Petey.
It's fine. I've got my collapsible baton.
Okay, excellent.
So, Petey,
Yeah,
your mother,
I know.
you already know what I'm going to say?
Yeah. Do you want a piece of candy or not, Mr. Duncan?
Well, I think we need to talk first. Listen, Petey, you're entering the world of commerce right now. This is a tit-for-tat sort of world. You understand? I'm doing you a favor by considering buying some of your treats so that you can go watch Refuge get incinerated.
Buy a piece of chocolate, old man!
Okay, all right then. Petey, I like your style, son. I like your style. I have a 20.
Good! Have a good day!
I watched it all on the video camera I had installed on your GoPro. I'm so proud of you!
Thanks, Mom.
You know, Simon, that was compost.
Aw, shit.
It's all right.
You're not going to report me, Devin?
No.
Thank you. This job is hard.
I know.
All the cans look the same.
There were 13 different colored bins.
Why didn't they give us
thought that not telling them I was colorblind was a good idea. I needed the job.
I know.
Maybe we could put some like white labels on them. I don't know, like a picture of bones for like for food waste.
It's fine. We all have our secrets. I take the cans home with me. I return them to the Safeway for cash.
That's really smart. That's what, $2.75, $3 every time?
Every month. Every month I make $2.75. I'm using it.
I take the compost and I use it in my garden. I mean, we're doing secret revelations, right?
Yeah, no, that's...
I was in the break room and I overheard.
That makes sense. When we carpooled that one time, your car smells really, really bad.
Thank you.
All right. You're making me feel a lot better. All right.
You know Domingo in accounts payable?
Yeah, Crazy Hair Domingo? Yeah.
You know what his house is made of? Newspapers.
He's got a nice house. I went to his Christmas party. He's got a pool. That's newspaper?
A little paint will go a long way.
Wow.
He forms them into bricks, and then he puts compost as the mortar between the bricks.
He's just about to break ground in an in-ground pool.
He's got an outground and an in-ground pool.
2 pools. You know what he fills those pools with? Yes.
Is it gray water?
Yes. It's the grayest of water.
They've been freaking out about that because they're like gallons short. It's Domingo? All right, okay, I believe that. I mean, the three of us in Domingo, sure. But there's no way Alan has got a secret like this. That Alan is by the book, straight-laced Alan. Alan who parks over.
Alan, come in. It's wonderful.
How can I?
This is my new one, Alan.
I was going to say, how can I?
You'll love this one. The water's silky.
Well, I mean, it's got an extra consistency.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just like me, Alan.
Oh.
I'm always consistent. You should know that about me. I'm reliable.
Well.
Reliable.
Oh. Well. No. Oh.
Still haven't taken off your robe, have you?
No.
Alan?
Well, I've got a surprise.
You have a surprise,
I've got
Alan?
a surprise for you. You know, I take. Yeah. You know, I take home the glass.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I know. I hear the tink, tink, tinking as you walk.
Yeah. Well. Huh?
Oh, my.
Don't look directly at it.
Oh, my goodness. Alan, you have an entire...
That's the danger. That's the danger. You catch it at the wrong angle.
Did you just burn down...
I did. You're going to have a lot of birds dropping. The refraction off of this is... I'm sorry. It's a small price to pay. It's a small price
Alan,
to pay.
I want you to know. I don't regret you coming over, despite the destruction. I like knowing that you're dangerous.
Okay. How... What the fuck is with this neighborhood? How do you have so many birds?
My compost mortar
That's
attracts
what...
them.
Just hit me.
Okay.
No, not you. Hit me. Just give me another one. Son of a whore. All right.
Want another one?
Well, fuck. I got 14, so yeah, I'm gonna need another one.
I hit you again.
Just go ahead. All right.
There you go.
Okay.
That's another deuce.
Yep, I was going to say that's 16.
You want to get hit again?
I mean, I got that ace in there, so.
That's a lot of cards.
Yeah, well. Apparently, I've been playing fucking high-low blackjack here, and it's just give me another one.
There's another one.
Okay, a 19. Okay, that's 7. That's a 7-card 19.
Hey, y'all, you mind if I join in?
All right, go. Take me off of this one.
All right.
I like to play all the seats when I'm out here. I don't like going home to my kids.
Well, much obliged. How old are your kids?
Fuck if I know. They're old enough, but they don't seem like they know a goddamn thing.
All right, my shift's ending. My replacement will be here shortly.
All right, well, hold on. Oh, shit. Do you guys see each other? Can you give that to him?
Oh, sure, I'll give it to him.
She's gonna keep that goddamn chip.
Go ahead and hit me.
I'll hit you.
I'm in the middle of a goddamn hand here. Can I decide on my 7-card 19?
Can you decide on a 7-card?
You just got here. You don't know what the fuck I got.
Don't worry. This new man only has 4. He has 3
Where
cards.
are all the face cards? What the fuck? All right.
Well, sir, I don't mean to get in the way of your hand here, so I'll just patiently wait until you finish off this hand.
All right.
All this talk of your kids, though, reminds me of my daughter. Such a beautiful girl. She's 9 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taught her to ride a bike last month.
Mhm.
Can't get her off it now. What a wonder.
Cool.
I'll tell you what. She got a voice.
Uh-huh.
It remind me if at the break of dawn when the sun is coming up.
Could you take a look at my cards and see real quick if I
At the break
fucking
of
asked
dawn.
if I asked anything?
In that
Do you
moment,
see that on there?
that
Any
pivotal,
of these cards?
that pivotal moment.
Father! I'm so sorry to
Oh, is this your boy?
I
Handsome.
thank you. Father, I have to come get you. Lance is out looking for Lila's gotten out. She's rampaging through the fields.
Uh-huh.
Why he got
Oh, you got a daughter too? What's her name?
Yeah, well, her name is Lana. She's a heifer.
Well, that ain't
Oh no,
real.
she might have followed me here.
Why
Okay.
he got milk all over him?
Because he is not good at his job.
Thank you, sir.
You want to hit?
Is there a reason? What?
Should I hit you again?
Just do it.
You got
Okay.
-3, so now you're down to 16.
Okay. That's gotta.
Son, what's your name? What's your name, son?
Oh, my name? My name is nothing compared to that of my father's. I am but the son.
Is there a reason you are interrupting my Indian casino time?
Sir, it's Lance's leg is broken.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
It's written on the back of your shirt. Just
That's
like
the only way.
Son, Gabriel, that's downright resourceful.
You want
Putting your name on the back
You
like
want
that.
hit again?
Give me
All right,
another one.
Go fish. And another one, reverse.
Okay.
And another one, it is the Queen of Cups.
Okay.
You get down to
So change is coming,
one. You get down
and
to
you're still
one.
at 16.
You get down to 1, you gotta say Uno.
Yeah. No, this is not my first hand of crazy blackjack.
Well, Gabriel, is it?
Yes.
Well, listen, Gabriel, why don't you come sit on down? I'll pay for a hand for you. Wouldn't that be nice? You sitting down next to your father here and playing a hand with your father
But
and his new friend.
What's your name?
My name.
Shut the fuck up. I come out here to get away from this one and the other one who I forget because he doesn't have his tag here. I come out here to play my favorite game, Crazy Blackjack. Hold on. Before we get the next card, I got 2 hotels on Oriental Avenue.
Oh. We can redeem those for 1 point.
Just give me, give me a value in chips.
All right.
Well, it took you long enough to ask for my number.
Oh, Janine. I just wanted to make sure it was right. You know, I didn't want to come off too forward.
Well, we were in a maelstrom together.
Well. I'm glad we're doing this.
Me too.
What's your favorite color on 3? 1, 2, 3. Magenta. Oh, well. Well, it was nice knowing you.
Well, I'll just finish.
Welcome to Spaghetti Madness! Are you ready to get piled on with some meatballs and spaghetti? You ready to get slapped in the face with a piece of veal? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. Here, you know what'll stop those tears? A little bit of Parmesan cheese. Let me just rub it in there. Yeah! This is the real, authentic Italian! Yeah!
All right, stay hidden. This is the final round, everyone. This is your chance to take the crowd and lead our company into the future.
My name is... I don't even remember my name.
I'm sorry, you got to speak up.
Is this 911?
Yes, yeah. Well, can you please? What's the nature of your emergency?
I'm naked and afraid.
Okay, that's not really an emergency.
No, he's taken our clothes and now he's hunting us in the woods.
Okay, you're getting warmer.
I didn't know someone could die from a trust fall.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're in a
It's a board retreat.
Yeah. Okay. You never spoke to me.
No.
I think one of you is giving yourself away. Someone here uses Old Spice. I could smell your skin. Luke! Oh no, Luke, buddy.
No.
These are the rules. I wish, I'm thinking about it now. This is much too small a blade to make this. I may have to use a few times. I'm sorry.
Sir?
Whoa! Sheila giving herself away!
Does this mean I won?
No, there's Ben's still out there.
Oh.
So
it's such a tiny serrated blade. It hurts so much.
Luke, I'll give you. How about this? I'm gonna go get Sheila because I think I know where she's gone. Just you can continue to bleed out here, but I will be coming back for you. Sheila.
Sheila, there's only one thing we can do, and I don't think you're gonna like it. I'm gonna cut down the tree, and it's gonna land on him.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Oh, I thought you wouldn't like it just because you seemed really sensitive about the, tree being damaged and all.
Yeah, but our lives are at stake here. I think this is a different situation.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, fuck nature, right?
Well, I don't know that I'd go that far, but...
Right.
How about a branch? How about cutting down a branch?
Just you want a branch to fall on him?
A big, like that big branch.
All right. I'll play your little game.
Like the branch that you're on. Okay. Here, I'll take the saw that you conveniently carried up here.
Wait, I'm still on the branch. I'm still on the...
What?
Sweet release.
How did I win?
Sheila, you won! Congratulations, you're the new CEO. Here, take the crowd here. Pablo, 2 fish. We've got our what is it? The CEO and the co-CEO.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. Oh, Pablo. Oh, let me take that crowd back. You are indeed the truth. Now you gotta take me out to finish the circle. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
And that's the show!
I don't know if I've ever been in a show where everyone died right at the end. Wow, that was like Othello. Fantastic. Folks, thank you so much for coming out. There is a... Oh, yes, please, I'll take it. Yes. There is more to be had tonight. What's at 9?
Well, it's the subject line, stand-up show where the comics are given a subject that they have to sort of tailor their material for. And what was it being the 17th of February? Obviously, it's love. It's late-ish. It's close. It's close enough. And also thank you for coming out to our first third Saturday regular exclusive blend. We're now twice a month, first and third Saturdays, 8 o'clock. Check us out if you'd like. You can finish goodbyes.
And then at 10, yes.
I was just going to say,
Yes.
is there a 10 o'clock
There
show?
is a 10 o'clock show. It's called Dear Abby, and Jerry and I are actually going to be guesting in it. We're going to apparently read very dated Dear Abby questions, and then we'll give our professional advice about them. Should definitely not be offensive.
And we're 2 white men, so
Yeah,
that'll
it's,
work.
It's perfect. It's perfect. All right, y'all, have a good night.
All right, as Andy and I sort of alluded to, we do have 2 more shows. Up next, the subject line in about 10 minutes, and Dear Abby WTF at 10 o'clock. If you want to stick around, well, we can upgrade your ticket if you're so inclined. If you're done for the night, well, check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. See what we got going on. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. So stick around, online audience. Stick around, whoever's sticking around for subject line. Subject line will begin in about 10 minutes.
Before it ends, just tell me where to begin. Ooh, all I need is a good defense, 'cause I'm feeling like a criminal, and I need to be redeemed to the one I sinned against, 'cause he is all I ever knew of love. Heaven help me for the way I am. Save me from these evil deeds before I get damned. I know tomorrow brings the consequence at hand. I keep living this day like the next will never come. Oh, help me, but don't tell me to deny it. I wanna cleanse myself of all these thoughts that I'm good enough for him.
Check, check, check. Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for the subject line. Please welcome to the stage your host, Jordan Quattlebaum.
Came out during a storm. Give it up for you guys. Thank you guys. Heck yeah. Welcome to the subject line. I'm your host, Jordan Quattlebaum. Not raise your hand. Make some noise if this is your first time here. All right. So basically everyone. Well, how I do this show is it's called the subject line because each month we do a different subject and the comics can only talk about that one subject. So for Valentine's Day, even though it's not Valentine's Day, we're doing love. I already see we got some couples here, you guys, right? How long you guys been together right here? Woo! Give it up for them. That's 8 years, guys. I know math. Math, I'm a comedian. We don't know math well, 8 years, though. That's great. Like, you guys still feel it? You got that, strong connection? How close would you guys say you are? Let's put it to the test tonight. It's the love show. We're going to do this, okay? How close would you say, sir? Okay. Here we go. I read this article online, so you know it must be true. It says that if you are close with your significant other, you should be able to shit in front of them. Can you do it? Can you do it? Yeah? He's hesitant. He's hesitant. She loves you more. What's going on here? He's like, I'm willing to eat the booty, but shitting is where I cross the line. You can't do it? Boo this man. No, I'm just kidding. So you see, that's love right there. I wanted to prove to my fiance that I love her, so I went and I shit in front of her. She didn't like it, I get I wasn't supposed to do it in the bed, but it's the thought that counts. Well, that's awesome, man. I love seeing other couples trying to know their backstory, how fake it is. Sometimes last time I was here last month, there was a couple arguing outside. Viciously. You ever see that? You're always so interested. There was this girl, and she was just tearing her boyfriend a new ass. She was saying some mean shit. She's like, fuck you, man. You act way too confident for what your dick size is. You need to start acting your dick size. Immediately, I knew this man wasn't circumcised because he was being extra. You know what I mean? He's not circumcised. But no, man, love makes you do crazy things, is what I'm starting to learn. I remember the first time I ever fell in love was with this girl in high school, right? And I tried asking her out, and she's like, nah, dude, I'm sorry. I only date beatboxers. It's like, the fuck? Why? She goes, because if he knows how to use his mouth to beatbox, he knows how to use his mouth to eat this pussy, And I'm like, that's so weird. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, that actually makes a lot of sense. Can you imagine you're going to town on a girl, you're just she's going to go crazy. Treat that clit like a turntable, Even if you have to go down and you're down there for too long and you need to come up for air, you're just, What I'm trying to say, guys, is I learned how to beatbox so I'd be better at beating box, okay? My New Year's resolution is I'm going to learn how to play guitar so I'd be better with my fingers. Thank you, one person. But, man, I love my fiance. I've been with her 7 years. We're engaged. We're not married yet. We're working on it. We're just broke, But she's awesome. She's literally my best friend. We do everything together. The only thing is we argue not real arguments. We argue over dumb shit. We argue, for example, she got mad at me because I was walking down the road and this car with girls drove by and they yelled out, damn, boy, you got cakes. And then they drove off. And I did nothing, because I didn't know what it meant. And then I told her about it and she was pissed. She's like, babe, they're trying to say you have ass. I was like, fuck, I didn't know I had booty like that, But then I started overthinking it because I'm a comedian, and this is what pisses her off because I was like, if my ass was a flavor of cake, what flavor would it be? You ever think about that, sir? Come on, okay, let's think about it now. If your ass was a flavor of cake, what flavor do you think it would be? Don't say double chocolate. What do you think his ass would be? Plain vanilla? Do you like vanilla? Oh, there you go. She's like, there's some sprinkles on that bitch. My favorite reaction was there was this gay guy in the crowd, and I was like, oh, if your ass was a flavored cake, what would it be? He's like, shortcake. And I was like, whoa. Mine would be wedding cake because it's big and white and no one wants to eat it. No, man, she's awesome. Like, the only other thing we really argue over is my phone. You know, like, I'm on my phone a lot, which I understand. But she takes it to, like, a new extreme. Like, she treats my phone as if it's another woman. And I think it's a real big issue. Like, she'll just be like, oh, why don't you look at me the way you look at your phone? It's like, look at you the way I look at my phone? What, fucking, like... And finger you occasionally? We tried the fingering, you didn't like it. What else you want from me? Starts being hella extra, like, well, what can your phone do that I can't? It's like, easy. First off, it listens to me. We have the same taste in music, you know. Unlike you, my phone actually does know it all. And it doesn't need a 30-minute back massage to be turned on. You know, like, I told her she keeps acting up. I'll trade her in for the newer, bigger, and blacker one. I'm just saying. She doesn't like that joke. Or this one. She also gets mad because I like to make jokes in the most inconvenient times. Like, I'm a comedian. I can't help myself. Like, I make jokes during sex. Like, yeah, we don't call it 69ing in my house. We call it 65ing because she has scoliosis. Hey, every time I tell her that joke, she looks at me sideways. But, fucking, dude, like, she also thinks, okay, I know I said we don't argue much, but this is like the fourth thing, huh? She also says I'm immature, too. Like, you ever get that? You ever get that, sir? Yeah, don't you hate that shit? Just because you sleep in a race car bed. Like, bitch, like, you just paid the registration. You ever have sex in a race car bed? It's the best. Because she'll tell you to go faster. You're like, hey, I'm not trying to get a ticket. The fuck? You need to calm down. Hey, all I know is he's going to leave some skin marks afterwards. That's all I'm saying. That new car smell is gone. Even with a race car bed, she still won't give you a rim job, dude. Be even weirder if you looked at her like Vin Diesel, like, we're family. Fucking stupid, I know. All these are stupid. That's the point. But, like, when you get into a relationship for long periods of time, it starts getting harder to, like, convince her to be more having sex, you know? Like, sometimes we have to become sex salesmen to get some pussy. Like, you have to be over here like, hey, if you suck my dick right now, I'll do the dishes absolutely free, you know? But sometimes it works. You know, it's been ages. You go up to the pussy, there's cobwebs on it, you brush it off. All of a sudden, the old prospector comes out like, so, going to enter the pussy, I see. Many travelers have entered, but none returned. Whatever you do, don't twist her nipples. That'll activate a booby trap, you know? But you got to keep sex interesting. Like, I tried putting things in the bedroom. Like, we got, I keep a big tub of Gatorade in my bedroom. You got to stay hydrated. And it's like a little game. Whoever makes the other one come first, you get dunked on with a Gatorade. It's fantastic. I wear 3D glasses. That way it's like, whoa, it's coming right at me. You know? Don't act like y'all don't do doing this shit, okay? Make me the odd one out. I am, I know. You at least got the clap-on lights? Anyone in here have the clap-on lights? You know, the clap on, clap off. It's awesome because when you're having sex, it's like a rave. Just he's done it. Okay. We have a great show for you guys. Are you guys ready to kick this thing off? Make some noise. Come on. I am really excited to bring up this comic. She's fucking super funny, super hilarious. Please get up loud and proud for Noelle, ladies and gentlemen. Let her hear it.
Hey, let's give it up for the sexiest man in show business, Mr. Jordan Quattlebaum. And let's give it up for you guys for coming out in this insane weather. Is this thing on? Can you guys hear me? Okay. So I thought, you know, love. I thought I would talk about what I love. I love dicks. I do. I am. And doesn't it just seem like they're popping up everywhere, right? Everywhere you look. Dicks. I mean, you guys don't have to agree with me, but I think they're the best sporting goods store in Sacramento. The first time I even found out about dicks, I was sitting in my car and I see this guy walking through the parking lot and he's got this great big bag and it says dicks on the side. And I'm like, what could possibly be in that bag? Is it like a bag full of dildos? So I thought that was weird, but then I saw this whole family, right? And even the kids are carrying big bags of dicks. I'm like, God, things are changing. You know, like when I was young, my parents would have never taken me shopping for dildos. It wouldn't have happened. When I was young, I had to make my own, right? Like out of a cucumber or maybe a zucchini or something, you know? And then I'd have to hurry and get it back in the fridge before my mom started dinner. Even to this day, I can't go produce shopping without thinking about it. I'll be looking at the cucumbers, trying to choose the one that's got the most big dick energy coming off of it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about dicks. So I'm thinking. So I look, and there's this big old building, right? And it says Dicks on the side, and then underneath it says Sporting Goods. And I'm like, oh, it's a sporting goods store. Sporting goods for your dick. That's a novel concept. I thought, man, they're going to lose the lesbian customers, though. You're not going to see a lot of those gals wearing the I Heart Dicks t-shirts. It just, yeah. Anyway, I got to thinking, well, I got to go in there. I got to see what this is all about. Because this store is huge, right? And I'm thinking, what could they possibly be selling in there? I mean, hula hoops, right? Obviously, they're going to. Hey, it's a real thing. I've seen it. It's a real thing. But what else? Like, okay, condoms, right? Cock rings. I know cock rings are a thing because I bought myself one. Kind of a long story, but what else? Dick polish, right? That's a thing, right? Dick polish. Is that a thing? Because if it's not a thing, I'm going to invent it. I think there's a real market out there, a real untapped market for dick polish. I mean, you know how a lot of men, they really love their cars, right? You know, and they can spend all weekend polishing the car. Wax on, wax off, you know. Well, you guys love your dicks more than you love your car, right? I could totally see some guys spending their weekend wax on, wax off. Come on, you guys. Anyway, so I thought, okay, so I got to go check out this store. So I walk up to the door, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, hey, ma'am, can I help you find something? And I was like, yes, I am here to get some cock. And this kid, he looks at me like, he goes, I don't know where you think you are, but we are not that kind of store. If you're looking for cock, you're going to want to go to like a Home Depot or a Lowe's or something like that. And I'm like, no. And he's like, no, seriously. They have a whole section just devoted to cock, nothing but cock, every kind of cock you could imagine, anything you could want. And I'm like, really? Like what? Like different colors? And he's like, well, yeah, it's mostly shades of white and some browns, it's cock. And I'm like, all right. So I'm going. So I go to Home Depot. I walked around the whole store. Nothing like that. Nothing. Even their cock ring selection was pitiful, right? So finally, I see this guy. I flag this guy down, and he's like, what do you need? And I go, look, I just want to get fucked, okay? I'm just here. I want to get fucked. And the guy goes, he's like, lady, I don't know where you think you are, but we are not that kind of place. If you want to get fucked, you're going to want to go to Harbor Freight Tools. Their prices are great, but you will know that you have been fucked. Anyway, I'm Noel. Thanks, you guys.
Keep it going for Noel, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going. cocks at Lowe's. Just imagine, she goes in there, there's just a dude's dick out. Like, she's like, this is a fucking nice place we got here. All right, guys, we're going to keep this show going. This next guy coming to the stage, I fucking love this guy. Please get up loud and proud for George, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it.
I just found out I was on the show last night. No, we're all good. So I'm gonna talk about. I swear to God, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods this morning. It's crazy. I'm going camping tomorrow, so this leads up into some of the things I love. I want to talk to you guys about a sandwich that I love more than any sandwich I've ever loved. Yeah, it's a true story. I was going to a field trip in college to look at soils, and me and my buddy Shy, we decided let's do an eighth of mushrooms each, which is not a little bit of mushrooms. It's a lot of mushrooms. So we're on the way there, and we decide to take it in the car before we start the field trip. And we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. It looks like Arizona. It's a desert. And this 6'2" tall dude call his name Dr. Tom. He goes, I'm a federal agent, and I'm going to talk to you guys about soils and the FDA. And I was like, fuck, dude, I just took an eighth of mushrooms. And another guy found out, and he was like, it was hella funny because I started peeking, and he was like, hey, go, because he wanted someone to like dig some soil out because we're looking at soils and shit. And my buddy was like, hey, George wants to do it. So I was like, on shrooms. Let me get to the sandwich part. I know. I know. It's a lot of setup, but basically we go to lunch. And I take out a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm looking at it, and I'm about to eat this sandwich. And it's so beautiful and so perfect. Like the peanut butter's wafting this way. Like it's like perfect, and I couldn't eat it. And I went online and I bought a Vicus. You might be like, why'd you buy a Vicus? Because in my shroomy brain, I was going to plant this sandwich in the soil, and the Vicus would eat it, and my sandwich become the Vicus, and I'd be with my sandwich forever. The purchase was made. Dr. Tom comes over the fucking hill, swear to God. And he was like 6'2", like mustache, looked like Omni-Man. He was like, you gonna eat that sandwich? I was like, no. And I was no. And he's like, can I have it? And I was so shroomy, and like it's like this darkness came over me, and I had to give it to him, and he ate the whole sandwich. There was also an eighth of mushrooms in that sandwich. And that's the sandwich that I love the most. And we had to get the fuck out of there. Yeah, they say grief is the cost of love. You guys ever heard that? Like when you love someone, you're eventually going to lose them because we're all finite beings. And that's why you grieve, because of love. But Jennifer Lopez said, love don't cost a thing. And she married Batman. And he knows a lot about grief because like his mom and dad died. Hey, look. So who's right about love and grief? I don't know. I love my dad. You guys love your dad? All right, that's cool. My dad used to lie to me a lot when I was a kid. Like, one time, I swear to God, he would do elaborate lies. Like, not malicious lies, but like kind of lies where you're driving down the freeway one day and you're like, motherfucker, how did you walk 2 miles in the snow? You're from Modesto. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't snow there. He would tell my sister and I that if we held our breath underwater long enough, we could breathe underwater. Glad you think that's funny, bro. She drowned. Yeah. It's messed up, dude. And I grieved over that. I grieved. And I did some mushrooms to get over that. I love mushrooms. So this is another mushroom story. You guys ever take so many mushrooms that you saw God's face? You want to guess God's race? Yeah, white people never want to guess God's race. Good for you, bro. It's Black History Month. God's Japanese. It's Japanese. You might be asking, what did Japanese God say to me? I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. I love mushrooms, man. Mushrooms have helped me so much in life. Just learning to love myself, all that shit. After I did so many, I can remember my past lives. My past lives. You know what? You guys heard about this? You can be so spiritually in tune that you can feel your past lives. You guys want to hear about my last life? Yeah. All right. My last life, I was like 6'4", looked like Ryan Gosling, had a big dick, wealthy as fuck. This life, I'm trying out some different things, guys. You can't live the same life over, like, you know what I mean? It's not how you get enlightened. I love my inner child. Love my inner child. I went to therapy, and my therapist said I could talk to my inner child. And I was like, that's crazy. How do I do it? It's like, go to a nice, quiet place and just close your eyes and say hello. I was like, inner child, hello, are you there? And I heard a voice, and he was like, what do you want, bitch? I was like, fuck, dude. I was so mad. I went back to my therapist, and I was like, hey, my inner child called me a bitch. She's like, that's normal. I'm like, word? It's normal. She's like, yeah, that's a defense. You got to just get through it. And like, all right. I didn't like that. I'm from the 209. I don't like fucking shit like that. It pissed me off. But I was all right. And I'm like, inner child, are you there? And he's like, what the fuck you want, bitch? And I was like, God damn, inner child, that's fucked up. But I want you to know, no matter what happens, I'll always be there for you. And you'll never be alone. And I saw this broken kid that's never been loved, like, break down and start to cry. I got down on one knee, and I looked him in the eye. I said, inner child, who's the bitch now, bitch? Nobody calls me a bitch, bitch. I fucking slapped his ass, too. I was like, fuck you, inner. No, I didn't do that. My inner child got a good sense of humor. He's good with that. He made that joke up, don't worry. All right. Yeah, but I went to therapy. You guys know about self-love, self-care. You guys hear about that? Self-care is when you do an act of love just for yourself. And I asked my therapist, like, what should I do? He's like, why don't you take a bath? I was like, all right. And I love baths now, dude. Put leaves in it and oils, salts. Listen, kings. There's no greater act of self-love than to take a bath bomb and put that thing underneath your balls and let that shit rip, dude. That's the best thing in the world. It's a bubble bath bonanza for your balls, dude. What I'm trying to say is my balls are basically made of melatonin and lavender now. If I got a girl pregnant, that baby's coming out stress-free. If you have insomnia, ladies, come see me. You know what I mean? Shit. I think there's a lot of things that happen in life that are not loving, right? In society. Like, things are dark right now. And there's times where we got to make a decision that one culture was more right than another culture. It's called humbling ourselves, right? And those people are the Amish. They were right the whole time. The internet's terrible. I hate it. Just hanging out with your homies in nature, riding horses, putting up barns, sewing your own clothes. Raw butter. I know, sir, you eat raw butter. I know everything you eat is grass-fed. You can tell by the radiance of your skin, sir. Like, yeah. I don't really give a fuck if you guys don't like it. I'm just doing that in case a Amish person's on Rumspringa. Come get me, dude. I hate it here. I love music. I'll end with this. Because I think, we need to, another act of self-love is music and enhancing that experience to connect with us on a deeper level. Have you guys ever heard of folk music? Yeah. All right. You've heard of it? All right, try this. Next time, get in your car, get some folk music, all right? The saddest one you could think of. And just stare at homeless people, dog. Listen to me, dude. It's the best. All right, I'm George Brett Olson. I love y'all.
Give it up for George, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it. You guys having a good time? What was your favorite part? I like that part too. All right, are you guys ready to keep this show going? Make some noise. All right. This next guy coming to the stage, I fucking love this guy. Super funny, super hilarious. Please get up loud and proud for Nick, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it.
Hey, Stab Theater, let me hear you make some fucking noise, everybody. Come on. My goodness. Real quick, man, give it up for George, everyone. George Brett Olson. Oh, my goodness. George, my favorite part of the show is when you told everyone your sister drowned. I got to explain. They're looking at me like I'm a monster. It's because immediately when he said his sister drowned, this woman in the back took it very serious. And it's like, he doesn't have a sister. So, because she drowned. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I forgot this thing's not on. George, my favorite part. No. You guys are cool, dude. I think it's funny, Jordan. You booked the show, the subject line, which I love the show, and I like how you picked the topic every month, right? You picked the topic. I like how you picked love, and then you came up here and didn't really do love. It was kind of like, let me tell you how my fiance's a bitch, like, which made me angry because, dude, grow up. Some of us have bitch ex-wives. Okay, what about us? No, I'm kidding. You guys are cool. Jordan girlfriend's cool. I legally have to say that because she scares me. I have to. Oh, my goodness. You and me both, dude. I don't know. Love's tricky, dude. Love is patient, right? Love is kind. You're fucking awesome, dude. I like her. Okay. You're just so intensely, like, invested. No, and I'm not roasting you. I appreciate that. Holy shit. You know how many times you get somebody that's just like, oh, what the fuck, you gonna tell a joke? And it's like, dude, I'm just here to tell you the fucking table of four's ready. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah. Hecklers are mean is what I'm saying, and you're not mean. And I'm high, so I apologize if I'm being awkward. My favorite part of the show was when George's sister drowned. No, I'm kidding. You were... Where was I going? Love, man. I don't know. Like they say love is tricky, love is patient, love is kind. But I really feel like whoever said that's never been in love. Like, you know what I mean? You guys seem like you're very much in love. Yeah, all right. Couple of smiles and head nods. How long you been together? 3 years. Are you married or engaged or what? Dating? I fucked that up. I just realized I started at the hopeful and just went fully down. Can I sell you this piece of shit car? No, you want doors? You want windows? What do you want? No, of course it doesn't have tires. I'm kidding. You guys are great, man. Right on, dude. I was in a relationship once. So anyway. My favorite part of the show was when... No, I'm sorry. I'll stop. It's so rude of me. I'm glad my mom loved me growing up. I'm really glad she loved me. You know, because a lot of moms just hold the baby under the bathwater. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying they shouldn't. Fuck you. Don't turn back on me now. I'm against it. Clearly, you know. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm alive now. I don't know. She's old. She should be having more babies. I don't know where I was going with that. My point is, thank God my mother loved me. She never killed me. Not once. Not once did my mom ever kill me. I'm very happy about that. And I was a dumb fucking kid. I was such a stupid kid growing up. And I know you're looking at me like, okay, where's the pun? Let me, this is a true story. I'll tell you how I'm a dumb kid. When I was 5 years old, my mother bought me a pretend golf play set, like Nerf, but it was golf. Not Nerf, like wiffle ball, but it was golf, okay? And so I took it in the backyard. I was very excited. I was 5 years old. I wanted to play this little golf set, and I'm trying to shank these balls like over or at the fence. And you guys know what they yell in golf when they shank a fucking ball real far, right? They yell four. But I'm a stupid child, and I'm a fat, chubby, blonde, dumb child, and I'm shanking balls over the fence, yelling what I thought golfers yelled, which is, whore. That's what I thought. I thought they were just screaming whore all the time. I didn't know what it meant, so I wasn't being a dick. I just really thought that's, and here's the fucked up part. My mom would have never found out if the neighbor did not come across the street, knock on the door and say, your fat 5-year-old son is chucking balls over my fence and calling me a whore. Like, put some boundaries down, lady, My mom beat the shit out of me. So thank God she loved me, you know what I mean? Because she could have drowned. No, I'm a very buoyant person. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, you're not drowning in shit, dog. Here's the thing. I was in swim lessons when I was 4 years old. I wore a Speedo. I'm not proud of it. Get past it. Listen, I did a lot of swim team shit, but as I got older and bigger, I realized none of that training matters at all. I could just sit there and I'm fine, baby. Like, you know what I mean? Water's here, I'm fine. Imagine being trained as a Navy SEAL. You know how to kill fully grown men, but you don't have to do shit. That's what my body's like. All right, this joke isn't working. Fuck it. That's what happens when a joke bombs. And then we bail out because we're cowards. Yeah, love's a tricky bitch, isn't it? Anyway, this love business. My favorite part of the show is when George Brett Olson's sister drowned. Oh my goodness. No, I don't know. One thing someone mentioned earlier, I think actually it was George. I don't mean to pick on him. He mentioned loving his inner child. You guys agreed with that. You love your inner child. Man, I wish I was there. I fucking can't stand that little fat piece of shit. He's just a blonde haired. He looks like a little fucking SS little dork. Fuck him. I can't stand him. You know what I mean? I used to be really blonde. I should have brought a picture and I would have made that joke funnier. I apologize. I was a towhead, like white, platinum hair. It was weird. It was really weird. I was a gay kid. It was weird. That was rude. Not like that. You could say it in the 90s. So the point, I'm stalling because I forgot my point. Fuck you, all right? But I was making a point. Oh, inner child, right. That kid's a dick. I don't like him at all, all right? Just to give you an example, like last week my inner child wanted a cupcake, and I bullied my inner child for that cupcake, and then I went and bought another cupcake because I'm an adult, bitch. That's what I did. And I made love to those cupcakes with my taste buds. It sounded weird. It came out. It didn't mean to sound naughty if it did. And I keep looking at you. That's so rude. I apologize. Anyway. Man, that's a good one. I should end there, but I'm selfish. So I should have ended on a big laugh. Because this next laugh's not going to be great. I don't know my dad. Fucking nailed it. Clearly, I don't know my father. When's the last time you seen a 13-year-old middle-aged man? You know what I mean? I know what I look like. I look like Tony Hawk, pro skater, raised me. You know what I mean? I get it, dude. I can't stand on skateboards because I'm always afraid of my arch nemesis, gravity. You understand? I'm scared. I don't want to break a bone. I got a little aggressive there. I apologize. Weed's wearing off. All right. But yeah, I guess the subtitle is love, and gosh, you gotta love. Gotta love yourself. I don't know. I'm not good with Hallmark shit, but I've been Nick Michelson. Thank you so much, guys. I love this crowd.
Keep it going for Nick, ladies and gentlemen. I love him. I'm going to leave my fiance for him. Who's down? Everyone? We'll have the wedding here. It'd be great. You're all invited. Best man. Okay. We're down to the last comic of the night. Are you guys fucking ready? Yeah. Nah, you got to be louder than that. You guys ready for your last comic of the night? There we are. You know what it is. I fucking love this guy. Super funny, super hilarious. Please get up loud and proud for Manuel, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it.
Keep it going for Jordan. I love dicks. I'm just kidding. I don't love dicks. I love Japanese gods. And drowning Georgia's sister. I'm just kidding. I don't love clap-on lights. I've been married for 5 years. I don't fuck hard enough to turn on clap-on lights. Not at all. I hate this microphone. It's very deceptive. Sounds like I'm just talking to myself. The comics laugh at that. They know what I'm talking about. You guys married? How long you been married? 2 years. Congratulations. You guys still like fucking, huh? Yeah, you guys still like it. How long you guys been married? You look like you got some miles on you, sir. You look like you've been through a divorce. I'm sorry. But the good news for you, ma'am, is he's probably got more money now because he probably took that bitch for all she had, huh? Do you guys say you love each other? Yeah? Cool. Do you remember the first time you said, I love you? Do you remember the first time you said it? It wasn't special. I'm sorry, sir. She doesn't love you. The first time you say it, it should be special. You know what I mean? I remember the first time that my wife told me she loved me. It was New Year's. She was drunk, and she just finished making out with my sister. She had to prove her loyalty to the family. First time I told my wife I love her, though, was on Christmas Eve, and she just called a cop a Nazi. Yeah. Weird night. It's a weird night. So we just left my family's Christmas party where we do a white elephant gift exchange. That is where you bring like an anonymous gift, and you pick a thing, and you don't know what's in the box. You just pick a box. So to my super Catholic white elephant Christmas party as the comic of the family, I brought a gyrating dildo. My uncles did not like the competition, I'll tell you that. But my Aunt Becky left with a new toy. She was like, yeah, back in my day, dildos didn't dance. I was like, you know what? They got remote control butt plugs too. Fuck you up at Olive Garden. I made my wife spill the soup. That's how I know you can fuck somebody up at Olive Garden. But yeah, man. So on the way home, we're driving. I get a ticket. Oh, I don't get a ticket. I get pulled over. The cop comes up to me, and he does the thing. You know, I roll down the window. He comes up to me. He does the thing. And he's like, sir, do you know why I pulled? And before he could finish, my wife, who all of a sudden, I didn't know this, hates cops. Before he could finish, my wife was like, do you know why 30% of cops beat their wives? That scared the shit out of me. And then I was like, that's a crazy statistic. Can you imagine if 30% of physicians like beat their wives? You want to go to a doctor? So while they're arguing, I decide to look it up. I got to Google this shit. 30%? So it turns out my wife is stupid. 30% of cops don't beat their wives. It's 40%. Don't hate the messenger. Google said it. So anyways, my wife accuses this cop of domestic abuse. And then he's like, listen, ma'am, the reason I pulled you over, and then she cut him off again. She's like, why do cops murder 15,000 dogs every year? I'm like, this traffic stop's off to a good start. So I was about to tell my wife to shut the fuck up. And I can because it's going to be my ticket. But then I remembered it was Christmas Eve, and I was wearing a bow tie. It's like, shit, cops don't shoot guys in bow ties. Never happened. Safe. And I don't want to see what the fuck's going to happen. But I was a little bit nervous because I just learned 40% of this type of people beat wives. And I got a wife right next to me. She's mouthing off. Yep, that was awkward, wasn't it? That was a dare, and I won it. I don't give a fuck. Live stream this shit. So, I don't know. My wife gets all mad, and the cop's like, listen, the reason I pulled you over is because you got a tinted window. And that's against the law. And I was like, man, that's kind of lame. You pull me over for a tinted window? He goes, listen, sir, I don't make the laws. I just enforce them. And that's when my wife lost her shit. She was like, oh, you just enforce them? It used to be illegal for women to want to work. Last time that got a laugh. That's okay. I'll sit here and bomb in silence. I don't give a fuck. I don't have a soul. I'm a comic. My mom fucked a 16-year-old when I was 12. You think I give a shit about your silence? I don't know. I'm kidding. He was 17. I know, it makes it better, right? He was 1 year away. No, I don't know. My wife lost her shit on this cop. It was starting to freak me out, and I didn't know what to do in that situation. So I did the only thing a young man can do, caught in between a wife and a cop arguing. I leaned my seat back. And then my wife was like, oh my God, you just enforced the law. Guess who else used to enforce the law and not ask questions? The Nazis. You're a fucking Nazi sheep. That's how I got a tinted window ticket. Then I told my wife I love her. I don't know. Been married for a while. Been married for too long. But I'm not rich enough to afford a divorce yet. That's a premise I need to work on. You guys have only been married for 2 years, huh? Shit, you probably even haven't stuck your thumb in her butt yet. Like, 2 years. You still sucking dick at 2 years. That's good. I'm just saying. Get your bachelor's degree in marriage and she ain't sucking dick no more. Not at all, man. I've been married for 5 years. When you've been married for a while, you got to mix things up in the bedroom. You know? Got to bring the old butt plug into it. Double-sided butt plug. Gyrating butt plug. Gyrating, vibrating butt plug. All that shit. So I've been doing this thing recently where when I'm having sex with my wife, I try to be as quiet as possible. Yeah, if I do it right, she doesn't wake up. No, but she did wake up the other day and it scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do. And then I remembered she likes Disney and she likes to role play. So I was like, Sleeping Beauty. And my wife is dope. She likes to play. She was like, what? Oh, we're role playing? Okay, fine. Her arm wasn't swinging. She was laying down. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, I boned my sleeping wife. I did it. It was revenge. Because one time I was taking a midday nap and she woke me up with a blowjob. I know, you're like, that sounds great. Fuck that. I've been married for 5 years. I got a job, 2 dogs, and a mortgage. You think I want a blowjob? I'll take a midday nap any day. Any fucking day. I haven't done that joke in a long time. I don't care. I did mushrooms today. This is what happens when you do mushrooms. I don't know. But yeah, I boned my sleeping wife. I did it. I also did it because she's a huge Bill Cosby fan. And Bill doesn't tour anymore, so, I had to bring the show to her. I'm romantic, man. I got her backstage passes. It was an authentic show. It was authentic. If I learned anything that night, I learned that Bill Cosby wasn't a quitter. Bro, it took me like 20 minutes to get my wife naked. It's hard undressing your victim, you know? I think some of you guys are bothered by that joke. Pussies. You think it's okay for my wife to suck me off, but I can't give her the old pudding pop while she's asleep? You don't believe in equality. I'm all about equality. Whatever. Let me see here. I'll leave you guys with this last joke. I got the light. I love God. I love God. I was raised to love God. I was raised Catholic. Anybody here raised Catholic? No? You sinning motherfuckers. I was raised Catholic, man. I was raised super Catholic. Like I got baptized. I went to church every single Sunday. I went to catechism. Didn't get the rape though. So I'm not full Catholic. That's why I had to leave the church. So I was like, oh, fuck you guys. You guys don't want me. I don't want you. All right. You don't like my God? Who's your God? I'll make fun of your God. Fuck your God. My God, whatever. I'm going to leave it on that. I'm going to get this place blacklisted on livestream.com. Give it up for your host, Jordan Quattlebaum.
Keep it going from Manuel Martin, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna be a father soon. He's literally gonna be a father soon. Keep it going for Manuel Martin. Keep it going for all the comics you guys seen tonight. I can't get over that. Guys, this has been the subject line. Before I end the show, I just want to say I'm really happy that I get to do this show here. This is our 1-year anniversary, believe it or not. So I'm really happy that we got to keep this going for a year. It might be the last. But I like to ask the audience before we go. I like to get like your guys' input. What would be like subjects you would like to hear from some of us, like in future shows? Like what? That's a good one. I'll be for July. I already have March, April booked up. Anyone else? Parents? Okay, that's a good one. Some of us comics now have no material about that. Anything else? Any other dumb one, weird ones? We've literally talked about drugs, depression. We go, huh? That's a good one. Anger. That could work. That's the way Manuel fucks. Regret. That's my fiance after I fuck her. All right, is that it? No other ideas? I like to keep them down. That way we can do it for the future shows. All right, fuck it. Cool. Regret. Here we go. I think we could keep that in the parent category, but okay. Myself. Guys, thank you so much for being here. They're going to have a show right after this, so if you guys can, please stick around. Next month, we're going to do Luck, fucking St. Patrick's Day. So if you guys can, come on out. Fucking, let me get the date for you guys. I am so bad at that. Sorry. I should have had that prepared. It is going to be... This is so embarrassing. I should... God damn it. I am so embarrassed. No, I'm not. What's embarrassing is the link won't open. There it is. There it is. Boo. The next show is going to be March 16th, ladies and gentlemen. So if you can, come on out, 9 p.m. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Get home safe with this rain. Thank you, guys.
All right, everybody, that is the subject line. But as Jordan said, we're not quite done for the evening. Dear Abby WTF will begin in, about 8-ish minutes, or however quickly I can turn over the stage. But if you're done with us for the evening, check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We stream live, improv, stand-up, sketch, podcast, gaming, music, art, radio, all sorts of stuff. 6 nights a week, and we're live in person Thursdays or Sundays. I'm going to set up the stage. Dear Abby WTF, 7 minutes.
want your ugly, I want your disease, I want your everything as long as it's free. I want your love, 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 I want your love. I want the drama and the touch of your hand. I want your leather-studded kissing in the sand. I want your love, 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 I want your love. You know that I want you, you know that I need you. I want your bad romance. I want your love, I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love and all your love is revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Oh, 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 caught in a bad romance. Oh, 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 caught in a bad romance. Hey, ooh la la, ooh la la. Want your bad romance.
Check, check.
I want your horror. I want your design. Cause
Check
you're
2.
criminal as long as you're mine.
Check 3.
I want your love.
And 4.
I want your love, yeah. I want your psycho, your vertigo shit. Want you in my rear window. You know that you're sick. I want your love. Love, love, love. I want you. Love, I want your love. I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love and all your love is revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love. I want your revenge. I want your love. I don't wanna be friends. Je vous tends l'amour. Et je vous tends revanche. Je vous tends l'amour. I don't wanna be friends. I don't wanna be friends. I don't wanna be friends. Want your bad romance. Want your bad romance. Let's start a bad romance. I want your love, I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Oh, 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 caught in a bad romance. Oh, 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 caught in a bad romance. Hey, yeah, I wanna shoot, baby. Here I go, here I go, here I go again, girls. What's my weakness? Okay, then chillin', minding my business. You saw me looked around and I couldn't believe this. I swear I stared, my niece, my witness. The brother had it going on, something caught her. Wicked, had to kick it. I'm not shocked, so I asked for the digits. Oh no, that don't make me see what I want. Slip slide to my swiftly. Felt it in my hips, so I did back to a bag of tricks and a bit for flip. Maybe wanna do tricks. Lick a lollipop should be lit. Came to my sisters and I chill for a bit. Don't know how you do the voodoo that you do. This was just a hell, make me wanna shoot, Betty, shoot Betty, shoot Betty, shoot Betty, shoot Betty, shoot Betty. Well, you packed in your stack, special especially in the back. You're the one to thank your mother for a book like that. Can I get some fries with your shake, shake, booby? Looks could kill you, would be, and who's your shotgun thing? What's up?
Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Dear Abby WTF. Please welcome already on stage your hosts, Jesse and Nicole. Guys, we do have mics for a reason. There you go. There you go.
Hey, how come I can't hear myself?
You have to pay extra for the sound, guys.
Yeah.
But so I think I told you outside I was watching Lover, Stalker, Killer.
Lover, Stalker, Killer. Okay, that sounds like the file of all the girls I've dated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, I think it's kind of funny. All of the girls you talk to add me on Instagram, and we're all friends long after you guys stop talking. So I make all these friends through you, and yeah.
Well, I'm still talking to one or two of them.
Oh yeah. Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, yeah.
But where was I? Oh yeah. Anyway, so that show, it's
I think they like you more than me.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Are you sliding into their DMs?
No.
Okay, let me know.
But yeah, so anyway, that documentary is bonkers. You guys should watch it if you haven't. It's like, I don't want to give too much away, but it blew my mind. It was like Tiger King in that sense. It was just bizarre.
Oh, Tiger King was like the worst of all of us. But we were so glued to the TV because like we love a train wreck, a car wreck or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been watching?
You know, my stupid record collector videos of like old white guys going, so this is a 1946 pressing of a blah, 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 Impulse. And I'm like sitting there going, oh my God, it's in the shrink with the hype sticker. And I'm just like, oh. And then I go look at mine. I'm like, oh, mine's not that copy. And then I do that. So like I just watch these old videos of guys talking about records. But no, I remembered I do have something really cool to talk about.
Okay.
I'm going to see Madonna next week.
That is so cool.
Oh, you're going too? All right. Okay.
Party.
One of our audience members is going. Are you excited? Okay.
You guys have to find each other.
I'm section 215, row B. No, it's not telling me? Okay. I think that's my section. So I'm going to see Madonna next week. I'm so excited about it. It's like 40 years in the making.
Where is it?
Golden One.
Really? That's cool. That's good.
Yeah, I originally bought tickets for the Vegas show, and like a month later they announced the Sacramento show, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to Vegas now. Like it's like a $2,000 show if I go to Vegas, you know? So
yeah.
Yeah, and I can't think of anything. I don't think I watch anything anymore. I got caught up. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No.
None of it?
No, I studied instead.
Nerd.
So I'm taking data analysis classes, and apparently I'm not as smart as I thought I was because this stuff is really hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of math and coding.
I was gonna say, is it new math?
As opposed to not Common Core.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot of writing code and then having to find the one small place where it went wrong and have to correct that mistake.
I hate that.
I hate that too.
Yeah. Speaking of math, my roommate hasn't watched Stand and Deliver. Right? And she calls herself a math nerd. Yeah. But remember when during the pandemic when we watched Stand and Deliver on Netflix, like together alone? Well, how did we do that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Well, I was also working in isolation rooms during COVID. It was a kind of a weird time for me.
Okay. It was really special for me. I thought it was when we became best friends, but
we've always been best friends.
No, it wasn't until that day. No, it wasn't until that day. Do you ladies know what you signed up for? No. So who's gonna come up first? No, I'm just kidding. We don't do that. No, we don't do that. No, please don't leave. No. Yes. Really? That bad? I don't think the three of you share that same sentiment. Well, welcome to our show. This is Dear Abby WTF, and we read old Dear Abby letters and just wonder what the fuck was going on in 1967. You're excited now, right? Okay. Yes. I didn't want, because you guys are sitting so close to the door and you left the door cracked. Like, I was like, you guys are getting ready to leave at any minute. And I don't want you guys to leave. But yeah, You want to bring up our guests? I don't know
Sure.
them, so you should bring them up.
It's a Jerry Grody and Andy. How do you pronounce your last name? I'm sorry. Soroyan. All right. Improv people.
Woo!
Yay. Come on up. The first time in a long time we had 2 improv people up here.
Yeah, we usually try to keep it to 1 improv person per show.
Why is that?
Because you guys are just all over the place and just you go from here to there and you go from A to C. And
Do you think improvisers think faster than stand-up people?
I think yes, because I tried both. I tried to do improv and my stoned brain would not.
Oh yeah, then it doesn't work with that.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, no,
but,
totally.
Do
you feel like stand-up works well with weed?
I don't get high on stage or before, right?
It seems like a lot of stand-ups do.
Well, those guys are horrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Do
good
you
to know.
remember? Oh, remember George Carlin? Well, George Carlin used to write his jokes sober, and then read them back to himself stoned. And if he thought they were funny when he was stoned, like he would keep it.
Oh, I feel like my bar is much lower when I'm stoned.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I feel like I'm hilarious when I'm stoned, and then I read it in the morning. I'm like, no.
See, this is why I do improv. There's no homework. There's no writing process. I just pretend to be a bird and then go home.
But you know what I didn't like about improv is that like I hated that like you would do. Oh, I guess if the character was I hated that you would do a character. It was a great scene, and then it's done.
Mm-hmm.
It just existed for that moment.
And then you try to explain it to someone who wasn't there, and they hate you when you lose a friend.
Yes.
Because they're trying to explain an improv scene after it happened is like talking about like a person who the other person doesn't know.
Yeah.
And telling them something mundane about their life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let me tell you about my Aunt Angela's scoliosis. Just 20 minutes.
And did you hate when like you had like a great like you ended an improv scene, like say you ended like the third act of an improv scene with a callback to something that happened in the very first scene, and you're just like, God, that was brilliant, and like you try to explain that to somebody later?
Yeah, doesn't work.
No,
it doesn't work. Yeah, it's very much like a happening. It's like happening here, and then it's not.
Do you ever catch yourself wanting to bring back a character or like revisiting a character? Is that taboo to do? Are you not supposed to do that?
I think it depends on like the school that you sort of are from. Like I feel like
let's talk about the school you're from then before.
Yeah,
we get into
totally.
that.
Yeah.
Because let's start
This
here.
is definitely the wrong question to ask because how long is this show? Because he'll go on for about 2 hours.
I mean, look, I'll put it.
Give me the 2-minute version of
Jerry and I like came up in like Bay Area improv. Bay Area improv is like different than a lot of other improv because it's not a feeder to television.
Are you gonna start some kind of beef right now?
No. There's no beef. No beef.
This
There's
is
a little
because
beef.
Bay Area improv is for ugly people with jobs. We have we have an income. We have a good income. No one's looking to get on television because you know what? I've got health insurance.
Yeah, it's well put.
Yeah, so you could do it for fun.
Yes.
You're not doing it for like survival.
No.
So you guys aren't delusional like stand-ups.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Let's not give us that much credit. That's.
Was there ever a moment where you were like, maybe I'll do stand-up instead of improv?
I'm taking a stand-up class right now.
What have you learned?
That it's scary and I'm bad at stand-up.
You know what you could do? You could just do crowd work the whole time if you do improv.
Cannot.
Yeah, but
don't be that guy.
I do improv, so I don't have to interact with the people. Why would I want to talk to them?
That is true.
So, what school did you go to? Improv school? Is it a
troupe
or what? Crew? Breakdance? What?
It's a cipher. I mean, we came through. So, like within San Francisco, like I would say the main school that we came through was Bats Improv, and then we did a lot of work with unscripted theater companies. So a lot of what they were doing was like, hey, let's do a 2-hour play. Let's just improvise it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
and then Jerry and I used to do a show together that would be like 2 hours long. That was we would invite one other improviser to come and play with us, and we would do like 2 hours with them.
Then Andy moved up here, bought land, had a baby, and I never talked to him again.
That's right.
Oh, that's how it goes.
I'm living the good life now.
Yeah. You moved here from the Bay?
Yeah, my rent for the studio was only like a couple hundred less than my mortgage.
Yeah.
Up here. Yeah.
Yeah. Beat that.
Did you guys read Dear Abby? Do you know what Dear Abby is?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, Dear Abby has, like, the actual Abby has been different people over time.
Oh,
Yes.
tell him, Nicole. Nicole knows.
And did you know that Ann Landers was the original Abby's sister?
I
I
did
think
not know
I
that.
think I heard that somewhere. I have an aunt, so that's how I heard it.
So was
The one with
it
scoliosis?
Was it Abby Landers?
Oh, I don't know how much of the name was fake. That's a good question.
Ooh, that's a good question. Tune in next week.
If only we had computers in our pocket that could tell us these things.
No, I don't want to know.
Have you guys ever gotten really bad advice? Like in sack from other improvisers?
Oh. In sack from other improvisers?
I'm gonna start some shit on the show.
Oh.
I get to go home tomorrow,
Yeah.
so
I don't think so. I feel like most of my experience has been here, and I feel like the advice I've gotten has been pretty good. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, totally. I that's the one thing I do. Like, I don't know how it is with stand up. Like, I feel like with improvisers, there's a very like ensemble based feel to the whole thing. So I feel like people are kind of mutually supportive. I don't know if it's that way with stand up.
No, we hate each other.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We don't laugh at each other's jokes. We're like,
Yeah.
and if it was, we're like,
It's sort of like a
we're
jealousy
like,
thing.
that was funny.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
yeah. But like improv, it's like got your back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's the thing about like, well, here's the thing. So I did improv for a lot of years. I was never great. I just took a lot of classes, and improv, you're on stage, and if you're with a good troupe, they're not gonna let you fail. Like,
yes,
like you could start off with something, and you're like, I don't know where this is going, but somebody will come in and save the day, right? Stand up, you're out there all by yourself, and if you start to bomb, oh, the comics are like just salivating, like, oh, he's bombing. Look how uncomfortable he is. Like, oh, he's hating this, you know.
It's like just middle school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
it
like
is.
all of middle school.
It is. It very much is.
The worst I ever bombed was like 6 months after I started. It was at Luna's when Luna's was here. My boyfriend came with me and he was watching everybody's set. Then I get up and he's scrolling through Facebook and it just went downhill from there. It was a spiral into hell.
Oof.
That is the worst when you think you're not doing well and you look down and you see somebody in the front. They're scrolling.
So after you have like a bomb, do you just go home and do a lot of self-hating, or is it more like you just sort of?
You go home. I think a decent stand-up is gonna go home and hate themselves if they did good
Yeah.
or if they did bad.
Oh, okay.
See, improvisers hate themselves before the show.
And after?
No, before the show, I love myself. I think I'm just the funniest, the greatest, the most talented, the wittiest. And then after the show, I'm like, they only laughed because I'm nice.
I'm gonna say it. So sorry, Andy. I'm gonna say the good comics go home and figure out what went wrong.
Okay. Do you like watching your own shows afterwards?
I hate it, but you have
love
to do
it.
You do.
I do. Do you like it?
I do it, but it's not like a pleasure
I
thing.
know. Do you like it?
I hate the sound of my own voice. I don't even know why I'm talking right now.
Like, I take vitamins, but it's not. I don't derive pleasure from that.
I like sometimes go home the night of a show and rewatch it.
Wow.
I know.
No, I
Okay.
can't. I can't do it. I don't. I mean, I do it. I don't like to do it. No, it's rough, but yeah, I mean, you have to do it to hopefully get better. I don't know. Have you ever given bad advice? That's the flip side of that to the advice story. Have you ever given bad advice? One time, my aunt and uncle were like, their marriage was struggling, and I don't know why they asked me. Right? They're like, "What do you think we should do?" I was like, "I don't know, maybe see a counselor." They went to a counselor one time and then decided to get her. Like the counselor, like they're like, "Oh yeah, we're getting a divorce. We learned way too much about ourselves." So
Now you might have given them a gift.
maybe, but I mean,
What are they like now?
I stopped talking to both
Oh,
of
yeah,
them.
well, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I remember like in high school, because I was of the age when people had pagers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so like we had this one friend who had like a super toxic relationship, and his girlfriend was like paging mean things in code to him, and, right? You know what I'm talking about. And like And then so we had him like
that takes effort.
It does. It does.
I mean,
It's
children
very-
are lazy
Yeah,
today
yeah, yeah.
because
It
of
makes-
how easy it is
Yeah.
to like rain hell down on someone.
Yeah, and
back
like-
then that was an investment. Think about how much
I'm gonna
how
take
many,
a half an
how
hour
much
here and
dialing
really-
that needed to require.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you page, and then you'd have to respond using a different device.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's hate.
So we like decided that he should write something snarky back, in code. So like a half an hour later, he was done writing it back, and we thought, oh yeah, this is good because like it's kind of like a movie ending. This is gonna like miraculously change both of them. They're gonna have epiphanies about the whole thing. And no, I mean it was like he was out the door over driving over to her house to like repair the damage that he'd done. So I guess that was sort of bad advice.
I guess it worked.
Bad
out.
advice.
And how did that work out?
Oh, they stayed together for another year, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a happy ending.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. All right.
Disney style.
Do we want to get into these letters?
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Who wants to read number 1? It's short.
I heard you read it. It sounded so good.
Sure. So
Yeah.
you should know that in my mind, Abby is a femme fatale. So, dear Abby, letter 1 before 1958.
We want to set
So
the
you
scene.
already know it's going to be bad. Dear Abby, how can you tell if a boy really likes you? I know a boy and like him very much, but every time he sees me, he either punches me or calls me names. His friends say that this is the way he shows that he likes me. Will you please tell me what do you think? From Lost in Love. And now,
You can
the
read those
femme
out.
fatale enters.
Dear Lost. First, how old is he? If he's over 10, I'd say it was time he developed a more gentle approach.
Why do you sound like Andre the Giant?
Andre the Giant was the first femme fatale, really.
Well, what do you guys think about her advice?
There are, in reading these, as a straight white man, this is a veritable minefield of cancellation. So I'm treading lightly, and it's wrong, and Abby should die.
That's lightly?
My question, and I feel like the piece of information that is not here is like, how is she greeting this boy?
True.
Right?
Okay.
Like, is she just like coming up and like twisting his nipples? Like, am I victim blaming right
Cancel.
now?
Folks, it's 10:23. We've been doing Dear Abby letters for 90 seconds, and he's canceled. Thank you
Dang
all.
So, I mean, is it just she's walking up and saying, hi, Troy, and he's just like socking her? Is that what I'm like going to believe?
Well, I mean, the only way the only way this makes this right, like the only world in which this is a justified answer, is it's a home invasion, and she has broken into his house in the middle of the night, and he wakes up to her standing over him, and he fights her, and she's wondering why. That's the only way this works.
I think you just uncanceled me. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
All right.
Meza? Okay, all right.
Well, these two said yes. This one said maybe.
Yeah. I've got the majority.
Yeah, you do got the majority. But wait, she's working on them. She's like, are you sure you want to? What? Okay, so what would your advice have been? And did you ever show that you liked somebody by punching them? When was the last time you showed that you liked somebody by punching them?
Punching them?
Spanking, punching.
Oh.
Pinching.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
I've never been punched in the face.
Really?
Well, I envy you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither have I. I'm a wuss. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I one time told a friend of mine that I had never been punched, and the rest of the night he couldn't believe it.
I heard your deflection.
Wait, it's me and 3 men. Am I the only one who's been punched in the face up here?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I got punched in the face once, like in 7th grade, but that was I had it coming.
You're victim blaming yourself right now.
My therapist told me to stop doing that too.
I mean, honestly, like my advice would be like, obviously, this is not a nice guy. I mean, is that?
I think
crazy?
he likes her.
You think he likes? Yeah, I mean, but who cares if he likes her? He punched her in the face and called her a name.
Wait. It didn't say he punched her in the face.
Okay, you're right. So let's put it out here. There's a lot of opinions out here. Does it matter? What if it's just like a good kidney punch, kind of a pea blood sort of punch, but afterwards you recover from it.
And it also doesn't say like what kind of names he's calling her.
Right. You think it's spot on? Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's like a little bit too immature of a response from the boy. Yeah. So at 10, though,
But
you're
at
still
9,
good
it's
to go.
fair game.
Yeah, 9, you can punch as much as you want.
9, go for the eyes.
What if it's like a really big 9-year-old, They've had a lot of that, like, milk hormones that,
Human growth hormone.
Right, exactly.
It's like a Midwestern.
He's a 9-year-old with a beard.
Really yoked
He knows how to drive a
grader.
tractor.
What do you think?
He's an MMA fighter, but he's 8. This is why you don't have improvisers on the show, I guess.
Actually, they just don't want to be with us. But anyway, any other thoughts on this letter?
I wonder if she found love. I don't think so.
Well, she's probably dead by now.
1958.
Before
She might still be kicking.
I'm assuming she's an adult writing this.
Not by the way she wrote this.
Oh, interesting point.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think she married this guy?
And the violence just kept escalating.
Right.
And then she started
Next
punching
on
him.
Law and Order SVU.
Dear Abby.
All right. Do we want to move on to letter number 2? Are we done with letter 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who wants to read number 2?
I'll read number 2. Dear Abby. Oh, sorry. Letter 2 before 1958.
Oh, this one's great.
Dear Abby. My husband and I are invited to our son's home for dinner every Sunday. Our son is married to a lazy girl. And what she knows about entertaining, you can put in your eye. And by the way, I have never heard that turn of phrase before.
That's an original.
You can put it in your eye. Their idea of Sunday dinner is warming up some prepared frozen dinners, sitting in a dark room in front of the TV and eating like this. I don't know what like this is. It's like, I'm not sure what like this is. My husband says that we should keep our mouths shut, but I think we ought to tell them this is no way to entertain parents who drive 36 miles to see them. Please reply, disgusted mother. And then Abby's response, Dear disgusted.
Yeah, thank you. Character continuity is important.
Many a mother-in-law would appreciate a standing invitation for Sunday dinner. Don't criticize. Invite them occasionally and show your daughter-in-law how an old pro is in quotes, by the way, an old pro prepares Sunday dinner. Fascinating. I mean,
that's some solid advice.
Can we go back to the father, though?
Ooh, let's. Yeah. Well, you know what? Go for it. Yeah.
I feel like the father-in-law, I understand where he's coming from because it's just a delicate situation. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? You're trying to cut the umbilical cord and let your boy have his freedom with the important love of his life.
With the lazy girl.
Yeah, the lazy girl. The lazy girl, And it's like there's a part of me that kind of understands where the father-in-law is coming from of like, don't, make ripples.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one reason that this mother is problematic and terrible.
Uh-oh.
Entertain parents who drive 36 miles to see them. Now put this this is 1958. There is no GPS. This woman has has an atlas, and she has measured how many miles from her son's house it takes.
And it's not that she has chosen not to round. Like a good mother would have rounded. But no, that extra 36 miles is the mile needed to tell me that this woman is a terrible mother.
And she would have rounded down. She would have rounded to 35.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Or even 30 or some miles.
30-ish.
36. 36.
Also, my daily commute is like 50 miles.
Right.
Right. 36 miles. That's called going to the grocery store.
Also, this
Do you want to go to Whole Foods?
This
36
whole
miles.
routine sounds exactly like we all lived through COVID for 2 years. It sounds fine to me. I enjoyed it.
All right.
But what do you think this mother-in-law thought of the daughter once she had a child? Like how bad did this relationship get when kids came in?
Oh, you mean when she became a grandmother?
When she became a grandmother, yes.
Yeah. Do you feel like there was a lot of sort of uninitiated parenting advice that went on?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think that there was. No, I think that what we see is that she's not going to give advice. She's just going to watch. And then on the 36-mile drive home, she's just going to be like, did you see the way he was holding? Did you see that he just gave them the bottle? Did you see the? She
It's a
almost
long
dropped
36
them.
miles.
Yeah.
Can we also just make mention of the fact that Abby knows how to just give it right back? Because the word pro is in quotations. like really, it's like pro quotations in parentheses read bitch.
It's like per my last email.
Yeah. Ceasing your father.
But yeah, Abby is actually pretty salty. We've discovered over the past 2 years.
Yeah, she's salty bitch.
Anyway, we think the advice was good.
Do you think that Disgusted took the advice?
No.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, when Disgusted wrote to Dear Abby, you know she told the husband, "I'm gonna write to Dear Abby and see what." Because I bet you she wrote to Dear Abby as a last resort. Because I bet you she was talking to the husband, and the husband's like, "We should just keep our mouth shut." And then she was, and then she was like, "I'm gonna write to Dear Abby and see what Dear Abby says we should do." Do you think she read this response? She did?
I believe this woman is eating frozen food in hell currently. that they've created a hell where
Swanson's hell.
It's a Swanson.
It's all expired.
It's a hell sponsored by Swanson. But there's the little brownie is always missing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off.
That's okay. I forgot what I was going to say.
What do you think? So what do you think? Okay, so you think the husband did read the response to the wife? Did read the response to the husband?
Yeah.
And what do you think the husband?
Well, I think that the mother-in-law in this case thought that Abby was on her side, and that meant the husband had to sit there and be dishonest again.
Could I get you guys to improvise?
Yeah.
Yes.
Husband, wife, or wife, husband.
Who do you want to be?
You're better at.
All right. Harold! I wrote to Abby. Look, she read it out loud, Harold. She loves me.
Sheila, I was in the middle of my puzzle.
Harold, this is a puzzle of a pond. We have a pond out back. Just go out and look at the pond, Harold.
She said, many a mother-in-law would be appreciative of standing invitation for Sunday dinner. Don't criticize, invite them occasionally.
Look what she called me, Harold.
Show your daughter-in-law how an old pro.
That's right.
Prepares Sunday dinner.
That's right. Dear Abby loves me.
Well, it's wonderful, Sheila. It's wonderful.
Remember when I used to cook for your mother?
Yes, Sheila. I remember when you cooked for my mother. She always complimented.
That's right.
Your meatloaf.
And
your gravy.
And
your mashed potatoes.
What did she say about my mashed potatoes, Harold?
She said they were moist.
that they were the moistest mashed potatoes that she ever had, Harold.
Yes.
That they were pillows of potato in her mouth.
That's right.
That we had soaked pillows of potato. and serve them to her.
Well, Sheila, I guess this proves you were right then.
I'm always right, Harold.
Yes, of course, dear. Of course, you're always right. So I'm assuming that
You're
means
missing a piece. That's a bird. Find a bird, Harold. It's a red bird. It's a cardinal.
Sheila, we've talked about this. I like to think that when I complete a puzzle that I've completed it alone. I like to think that when I look at this picture later on, I can say, I did this.
Fine, Harold. I'll just walk into the pond and die. How about that?
How
about that, Harold?
Sheila,
I will just take
want
myself
you to walk into
and
the
my
pond.
moist
It's
mashed
only-
potato recipe
It's just
and
3
walk
feet
into the pond
deep.
and die.
Sheila, it's 3 feet deep. You'd have to kneel. You really have to
I will.
try hard.
I will put all of the spoons in my pocket, and I will weigh myself down, Harold. I will put every spoon we own in the house in my pockets,
Sheila, I think
and I
you're-
will die.
I think you're being dramatic right now.
I'm not being dramatic,
I don't-
Harold.
I don't.
Canceled, Harold. I'm
What's
getting
that?
I'm getting a vision from the future. You know, I have a touch of psychic.
You're gonna cancel me? What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Am I a subscription?
I don't know. That's my next Dear Abby letter.
Oh, thank you.
Very good, very good.
Oh, I want to know, does the mashed potatoes, does it have like little clumps in the
It does. It does.
It's got, yeah.
And every so often,
Yeah,
there's a
you
little
get-
bite of chive.
Mm. And does she pipe it into like the nice shape?
Oh
Yeah.
Actually, it's shaped like a bird, just to spite you, Harold.
Oh, thank you for doing that for us.
Theater.
All right.
Any other thoughts on letter 2?
Do you think they stayed married?
You mean the young
The-
couple?
The young couple, yeah. the
Yeah,
young-
I think they're having a great time.
Right? Yeah.
This is post 1958.
Do you think the daughter-in-law even realizes the mother-in-law hates her?
Can we talk about? Hold on now. Like these people have a TV and TV dinners in 1958. They're doing great.
Also,
They're
the
doing
parents,
great.
The parents lived 36 miles away in 1958. That's basically the Oregon Trail.
Right.
Like,
Right. I think that the young couple is still happily married, and they probably, they were probably just an easy transition into streaming services. They were ready for it. They were the audience ready for streaming services.
Ironically, they had kids, and that kid is married, but their kids always get angry because when the grandkids go visit those parents,
Yes.
frozen food.
Yes, exactly.
Frozen food,
Yeah.
chicken nuggets,
and all they do is get screen time.
Yeah, exactly.
Screen time. All right, that was great. We're going to move on to letter number 3.
Do you want to read it, Jesse, or should I?
I like this one. Yeah, because at first I was like, I don't want to do this letter after all. But then I was like, no, wait, I do want to do this letter.
And so you shall.
For one particular reason. Okay, no, I'm saying like when we were doing letters, like when I pulled the letters, I read it, and I was like, I don't want it. And I was like, no, I do want it. Okay. Letter number 3, 1983. Oh, this one's recent. Dear Abby, because of a recent argument with my father. Dear Abby, because of a recent argument with my father, I am writing to you for the answer. We were watching professional wrestling on the television and arguing about whether it was real or fake. My dad claims some of the wrestling is fake, but most of it is real. I think it's all faked. The big question is whether the wrestlers know who is going to win before the end of the ring. I say they know, and my dad says they don't. The facts on this subject would be greatly appreciated. Norwich from New York. Dear Norwich, only the wrestlers in question are qualified to give the facts, and if the wrestlers are faking in order to put on a good show, you wouldn't expect them to admit it, would you? I like this letter because it just starts off with, because of a recent argument with my father. I just imagine this dad and son just arguing, watching wrestling. Like
TV
not
dinners.
even like we had a discussion. What'd you say, Nicole? I'm sorry.
With TV dinners.
Yeah, with TV dinners. Yeah.
I mean, this is sort of a universal conflict. Change the word wrestling to climate change, and welcome, we're in 2024.
Yes. There you go.
Hey,
Way to tie in with current events. I approve.
So wrestling was a current event in 1983.
I think so.
Yeah. Did you ever watch wrestling and argue with your father?
No, because I was a wuss. Again, that's a motif you'll learn about me. But no, I remember as a child, because I wasn't born in 1983, but I was born in the later 80s. So like wrestling was like still a thing, and I remember just being like, "Wow, that's so cool." And my dad was like, "No." So I could see how roles would be reversed.
Does anybody think wrestling is real?
I mean, what? These people are 300 pounds and they're getting thrown into a body slam. Do I think it's real? I mean, I think it really hurts. Does that count? I mean, they have to land, right?
Yeah, they gotta land.
Do it? No, but it's not. I mean, no, it's not real. It's awesome.
I think otherwise every visit would end in a trip to the ER after you do wrestling. What happened this time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this was basically just Broadway for boys.
Yes. Yes.
It really is,
Yeah.
right?
It's
They
like
have the costumes.
Man comes out in colorful outfit. Sometimes there's feathers, and jumps
Yes.
on another man. Or Les Miserables.
I also kind of wonder if this whole thing's just a red herring, and that this is really about a man who's concerned that the woman he loves is faking her orgasms. Because, like, Abby's response is like, only the wrestlers in question are qualified to give the facts. And if the wrestlers are faking in order to put on a good show, you wouldn't expect them to admit that, would you?
This answer also sounds like Dear Abby is testifying in front of Congress.
Yes, yes it does. I cannot recall.
And like once again, if you change the word wrestlers to scientists,
yes,
you have Dr. Fauci. Well, Senator, only the wrestlers in question are qualified to give that.
Any other thoughts on that one?
I'm still blown away with the whole this is about orgasms and their face.
Right?
That was a really awkward silence.
That's it, right?
I'm just waiting for you to cancel yourself again.
I figure I got one more cancellation before this show is over.
Don't worry.
Yeah, the next one will take care of it.
doozy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh man, do you think this? Okay, so let me ask you one more question. 25 years later, Norwich is watching wrestling with his son or daughter. Are they arguing? What's that conversation like?
I feel like Norwich, you know how sometimes you overcompensate for childhood traumas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel like Norwich is gonna, like, everything for Norwich, for his kids, he makes it true. Whether it's like wrestling or Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy, like all that shit's true.
His kids are 13 and still breastfeeding.
That's right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just because they like it, and he just doesn't want to end that.
Yes.
Doesn't want to harsh.
That mellow.
They come home for lunch.
Should we move on to the next
They're
letter?
not allowed to have people over for dinner. Like, they just want to have people over for dinner like normal kids. Can we invite our friends? No.
All right. We good for letter 4?
Oh,
letter 4, yeah. Go for it. Oh, this one's great.
Also, mind you, this one's 1968, so this is an important year. It's a real revolutionary year. Please.
Thank you. As he said, the year is 1968. Dear Abby, the boy behind me in freshman English brings a knitting bag to school and knits in class. He appears to be normal in every respect, but how can this be? At first, everyone giggled and made remarks, but now no one pays any attention to it. He is very good looking, clean cut and polite, but a little on the feminine side. I'd really like to get to know him better, but my dorm sisters tell me there must be something wrong with him. Can a boy be normal and knit in public? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear.
I didn't read it in the Dear Abby voice.
I don't know if I can finish it in Dear Abby. He certainly can. And any male who knits in public is obviously masculine enough to defend himself.
Wait, you slipped into like that guy from Saturday Night Live doing Harry Carey. Was that Bill Hader that would do Harry Carey? No, it was Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell,
Yeah, it was Will Ferrell. Sorry, you slipped into Will Ferrell doing. So go ahead and finish it.
Oh, that was it.
Can you do it again? Sorry.
Sure. Just the last part of the whole thing.
Just the last part where you sounded like Will Ferrell doing Harry Carey.
Actually, I guess we do have time. Sorry, Jesse. Letter 4, 1968. Dear Abby, the boy behind me in freshman English brings a knitting bag to school and knits in class. He appears to be normal in every respect, but how can this be? At first, everyone giggled and made remarks, but no one pays any attention to it. He is very good-looking, clean-cut, and polite, but a little on the feminine side. I would really like to get to know him better, but my dorm sisters tell me there must be something wrong with him. Can a boy be normal and knit in public? Signed, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. He certainly can. And any male who knits in public is obviously masculine left to defend himself. I need some water, sorry. Thoughts?
Oh, let's all make fun of the knitting boy. It also sounds like something happened, like with the teacher, and I picture the teacher being like a Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention to the boy building behind the curtain.
Well, I mean, it looks like everybody else in the class got over it except for this girl, oh dear.
You know why?
Why?
He's knitting the names of the people he's going to kill.
Oh, got it.
It's improv. They all can't be home runs. Sometimes you need to. Sometimes you just walk.
In the last show, we talked about how to murder people and get away with it, so I guess that's our theme.
Have you ever dated a man who was gay?
Do you mean, did you know at the time or not?
I'll go either way on that.
That was awesome. No, that was good. Yes, in high school, probably at other times in my life.
Yeah.
Did he knit?
No,
Okay.
and neither do I. Because no one knits anymore.
They crochet.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of like it when men are masculine enough to do things like this. Like, I find it kind of sexy, actually.
Yeah. Like, what are sort of like non-classically masculine things you think are sexy?
Being nerdy.
Okay.
Well, my dad is a self-proclaimed alpha male, so anything that's not that, pretty much, is what I look for. He's a Trumper, too, but he's dying, so it's all good.
There's a lot of information in one sentence.
Dear Abby. I have mixed feelings about my dad.
Actually, they're not really mixed.
Yeah, that is not mixed at all.
By the way, here's a boy who knits.
They punched
I'm in
me.
love with him. Just details matter. So one is that this, at first when I read this, I thought they were in high school. But this is a college class.
Oh.
So it's like, welcome to intro biology.
I mean, that makes it, like, to me, this becomes even more understandable. In college, it's like everybody's trying out new stuff.
Well, it also means he's a genius because he doesn't have to pay attention.
A good point.
Actually, sorry, you can go ahead.
Go for it.
I think he actually might be on the spectrum because, I mean, I am too, and I always have to be doing something in my hands. I can't just, like, sit and listen.
So this was more just a, what's it called?
Like a stimming, I think.
Yeah, no, what's the what are the frickin', help me out. You all know what I'm talking about. Fidget spinners. So this is a fidget spinner, but much more productive because you're actually producing something.
Yeah, a scarf.
Yeah, he's gonna be warm in the winter because of his stemming.
Do you think?
Stemming.
Do you think they? Do you think they dated?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I think that she was his beard for 20 years.
I think I mean, if your hypothesis is the case, this writer is problematic on multiple levels, so that's great. But I think that she went for it and he rejected her.
Oh, because he's gay?
Not necessarily. I just think that it's like everyone else was cool about it, but she wasn't.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, she's making it way too big of
But
an
like-
elephant in
like
the room.
This is not day one. Like she wrote this letter like right before the final. Dear Abby, I've been in this class for 4 months with this person. Everyone else has moved on, but I'm really annoyed. I'm really triggered by this.
Do you think either of them passed the class, actually?
You would have passed the class?
Do you think either of them did pass that class?
Oh.
Because she's looking at him knitting, he's knitting. Is anyone actually learning shit?
I wonder what class it was. They didn't say what class it was? No.
Intro to knitting.
Maybe, see? Yes, exactly.
Haha.
So, Andy, you ever dated someone gay?
Maybe. I had heard that a woman that I had dated that was dating women after that, but I don't know for sure. Yeah.
And you always hope it's not you that was that last thing.
You
so
know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it either way. You know, I don't think that like my sexual prowess or lack of it changed her DNA. That's what I'm thinking.
Uncanceled. You're not cancelable.
You're so good, I changed your DNA, man.
So
She
you're
had
ar-
double helix, it was triple helix by the time I was done.
So you're arguing a nature over nurture.
I'm a
argument.
nature over nurture.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
All right.
anyone have any
Final
additional thoughts on that?
No.
What year was that?
68. Sexual revolution.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you. Yeah, Abby's response feels like pretty enlightened to me for 68, right? She's like, you know, he's obviously masculine enough to defend himself. Also, he has 2 weapons in his hands.
He will stab
right?
you in the neck.
You can't
if
even
you
take
keep
those
telling-
on a plane. Or maybe you can now. I don't know. There was
Yeah.
a time when you couldn't. The draft. He's. Oh, so you think this is his way of getting out of the draft? That's deep. So do you imagine like 6 months after that he was like in a foxhole in Vietnam?
I actually think she just thinks that Abby's a war hawk.
Oh.
And we should be sending everyone, all the boys abroad. Send the knitters and the glitterers and the paper macheers. Let them bring their macrame to Vietnam.
It's a cannon that shoots glittered. Yeah, it was fun. Is it time for plugs?
Yeah, Nicole, what are you plugging?
So nothing.
I got nothing to plug.
Okay, so actually, I do this show every month, the third Saturday at about 10:15 p.m. Andy and I are doing a show that's monthly next week called Power Play. We pretend to be executives, and everyone in the audience is a board member, and we make them do presentations based off random slides that I have chosen, and it's really fun.
I feel like you 3 should come to this show.
Yes.
Because it's audience participatory.
Yes.
Yeah, and you 3 said you didn't want to participate, but you participated.
And then we'll make you
The whole
participate.
time.
Yeah.
So my other plugs.
Yeah, what else you got?
I also write for Malevolent Dark, which is a horror website, and you can find me on socials at Nicole is just okay on everything. Andy?
Since I've won so many fans.
Not after tonight.
So, I do an improv show here every first and third Saturday at 8 p.m. called Regular Exclusive Blend. Jerry actually was in it tonight. He was brilliant.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. It's really, really fun long-form improv. Have you ever seen long-form improv? Yeah? Oh, good. So this is how it works. We're going to get a single suggestion and do stuff for like 45, 50 minutes together. It's really fun. You're making me sound like what I said was dirty, and I didn't mean it. So I'm going to get one suggestion. We're going to do stuff for 50 minutes, but no longer than that.
It's knitting.
It's knitting.
And nothing is faked.
And nothing is faked.
So I live in San Francisco. So if you decide to take an hour and a half to 2 hour jaunt south, I perform at West, whatever. I don't have an atlas.
But it's 36
I don't know how
miles.
many miles it is. 36 miles. I'm a company member at Bats Improv. Bats Improv has been around for 37 years.
It's 1 mile longer.
One year longer than the trek this mother took to eat chicken nuggets. But Bats Improv, we do improv shows every Friday and Saturday night. Next month, on Friday nights, we have The Saboteur, which is a new format for us from Australia. And then on Saturday nights, we have the Bechdel test, where we are improvising women-centric stories. So
it's a really good show.
It's a really good show, yeah. So if you find yourself in San Francisco, Bats Improv, improv.org.
Very good plug.
Jesse?
No book report this month.
Aw.
So I know. Anyway, next week I'll be in Chico at the Gnarly Deli for Amy Thompson's Dress to Kill. And I can't think of anything else I have going on. Well, Cinco de Mayo or May 5th, I'm producing a show at the Callback Bar with an all Latin lineup or Latino. We're not sure what we're calling it. If it's Latino or Chicano, there's one Puerto Rican. I don't know.
What about the X? You gonna do the X?
No, my
You haven't put the X
older
in?
brothers and sisters forbid me to do the X.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
The new school like it because it's just like I don't like it or dislike it, but I'm a Chicano. I'm a first generation Mexican American. So like I will say that I don't like if you called me Latinx, I wouldn't be upset. My brothers and sisters are like, whoa.
Did your parents like the term Chicano?
Yes, they love
did.
the term Chicano.
Okay.
Yes, they
okay.
did.
Because
They
I
did.
thought that was kind of a term that was also
Like-
a generational preference.
Yeah, my parents loved the term Chicano. They like. Well, I don't know that they weren't. These are our Chicanos, but they were like, we got called a lot of things. Like, if you're gonna call them anything, they're Chicanos. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And that's on May the 5th at the Callback Bar. You can find me on social media, Jesse Rivera, JR2L. And that's about it. Thank you, Jesse Jones.
Thank you. Thank you for coming, everybody. This was really fun.
Thanks for not leaving.
Yay, audience.
Yay.
Yeah, great audience. Thank you.
And you guys can keep the letters.
Oh, yeah, you get to keep these. Yeah.
I'll cherish it forever.
All right, everybody. That is it for us for the evening. You made it. You made it all the way through. Tomorrow, it's open mic, 8:30. We do things here live in person every Thursday through Sunday. And we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. Check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. Then you'll know what the fuck's going on. Yeah. But we're done. Online audience, where can we send you? Is anybody doing it? Well, do we have enough? You know what? How about you just go to bed? I'm not going to send you anywhere. Oh, wait. The number's ticked up. So let's see if we can send you over to Booty Mashup. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Booty is still going on. So let's see if we can get you over there. We'll see you back here on Monday for Riff Fest. Have a good night.
I will be there. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. Love, only love, can break down these walls again.
Hold on for the raid, everybody.
I will be there. I will be there. Yes, I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, how I love you. from the start.
Comedy, thank you for the raid.
I would try to change the things that killed our love. Your pride has built a wall so strong that I can't break through. Is there really no chance?